Alright, here we are. Welcome to our late night Pokemon stream. It is Sunday morning, Saturday night. The Saturday night stream. We missed Friday. Not my fault though. I was here. I was ready to stream. Go ahead and get this started up. Alright. Look at this new booster box. Very demure. Alright. Click on this. Got my walk-in today. Hit up Golden Corral, which means I probably overate. They have such good steak. New Charizard break. Eeveelutions break. We're gonna hit save on that. Alright, cool. Alright. Jumping over here. At here. We're live for Saturday night. I like this song a lot. I don't know why. It's like just the right sound for me right now. I actually would have gone live sooner, but I spent like 15 minutes trying to find other music to listen to. I couldn't find anything. Like, all my go-tos were annoying. I just didn't want to hear them. So we're back on Terraria. Alright, here we are. Metazoo is now selling on Temu. Is that true? Did you yell at the Spectrum people? I was gonna. The Spectrum guy arrived today. On a Saturday. He told me he doesn't even normally work on Saturday, but they were like having them go around on emergencies, because it turns out I wasn't the only person who is calling in about this problem. So what's going on? They have a competitor out here called Como Internet. I know because I've had them before. At the Blue House we had Como, because there was no Spectrum. And the Como guys are laying brand new lines for fiber optic. And they have accidentally sliced a bunch of people's lines. In their digging process, they disrupted a whole bunch of lines. And so what he had to do to get the internet running for me, he's actually got an internet cable running over my grass. Yeah. So in 10 days, they're going to send somebody out to bury that internet line. But right now, it's above the grass. Jesus, dude. Mister, how many times can I extend my Slabway payment? It's supposed to be one time. Let me know what your name is. I'll look you up, okay? You want to extend it again, huh? There we are. Don't really want Slabways lasting much longer than a year. I mean, that's a really long time. Okay, turn on the iPad. So I was going to be really mad at Spectrum, but the anger is misdirected. It wasn't Spectrum, it's Como, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, why would Spectrum be laying down a wire when their internet already works? It makes a lot of sense that Como would be laying wire out here, because Como wasn't an option before. You couldn't get Como out here. Now you can, which is what, you know, or at least it would make sense that they're setting it up so that you can. So Como's setting up fiber optic. Ironically, we might swap. We might go over to fiber optic because it's fiber optic. But I might call Como and yell at them and tell them, hey, you should give me a year of free Como electricity or Como internet because you made me lose my Friday sales, which is not insignificant. My Friday sales can be really big sometimes, and often is. Friday is my biggest day of the week. Saturday is a pretty big day too, but not really as big as Friday. Friday's it, man. Friday's the day. They made me lose my most valuable sales days. Ridiculous. Anyways, I was obsessed with it all day. I had nothing to do yesterday. You know what I did yesterday? I just kind of sat on the couch. I still had like my cell phone internet, but it's not very good out here. You know, it doesn't really connect. You know, you can barely scroll through TikTok, so I just kind of did nothing. Well, I cleaned the room. So yesterday I didn't get to stream, but I cleaned the room up. So that's nice. It's real clean in here. I think Alexis is going to like it when she comes over. She's going to be like, oh, this is so nice. So very demure. All right. I missed Friday, says 6. I'm watching videos of the Muslim riots in England. Like right now? Is it going on right now? All right. Excuse me. Okay, let's hit this button. Oh, so nice. My girl sent her money now. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I've got that. I've got a box ready for her as well. Black and white Plasma Storm. So what's the big deal with Plasma Storm? It just has a fantastic group of Pokemon in it. Really good Pokemon. One of my rules is I try not to sell something that I don't... When it comes to vintage, I try not to sell vintage that I don't actually have a box of. So this is really a sign that, you know, now that I've got a box of this Plasma Storm, we can start getting crazy with the Plasma Storm. And what I'd love to have is 2 boxes of it. Let's see. It's a pretty rare box. Looks like... Yeah. So it looks like... Excuse me. There's only one other box up there for 10K. I don't know. I mean, 10K is a lot. 10K they want, which means it's going to be like 11K after taxes. Let's see what the taxes look like. Yeah, that's correct. So taxes is $948. So it's like 10% taxes. Really crazy. Yeah, that is a lot of money. So I would be selling them around $416 a pack if we bought that box, which I'm not closed-minded to, but it's a lot of money. I don't know if people would truly want that. Let me show you the card list for Plasma Storm, though. Plasma Storm card list. Okay, we'll click on Pokelector. It's a great website. All right, now let's get a look at what's in this set. It's a really great set. All right, check it out. So we got a nice Torterra. It's that Torterra with the blue border. Cool. There's an Infernape with the blue border. There's a Moltres. I'm looking for anything. There's a nice Articuno. Squirtle. Let's see. Beartic, Sharpedo. They're okay. It's Magnemite, Magneton. They make their way into everything. There's a Magnezone. Zapdos. It's cool. There's that Weezing. Very cool. Rotom. Crobat. That's a nice one. Crobat. Now look at that. Look at that Giratina. That's real nice. So Giratina would probably be worth something. Garbodor. He's Garbodor. Lucario. He's nice. We're looking at the commons first, obviously, but we're going to get down there to the rares. There's a cool Skarmory. All right, now look at this. White Kyurem, Black Kyurem, Druddigon, Cobalion, Durant, if you like Durant. Okay, oh man, look at this stand-up Snorlax. That's pretty cool. Look at that Lugia, though. Wow, dude. Okay, it's a Lugia set. That's a big deal. There's a nice Togekiss. We're not done. There's more to the set. Okay. Okay, so here we go. There's that Lugia EX. I'll put that away. There's that Lugia EX. And here's the most important card. That guy right there. That's Shining Charizard. So this is the Shining Charizard from the Black-White era. And I think as a 10, he's like $10,000 or something like that, right? He's super expensive. All right, so we got Shiny Charizard, but not just Shiny Charizard. Look at this. Shiny Blastoise as well. Oh, baby. And then an Articuno, too. So it's really a pretty powerful booster box because you're probably going to get something like that. There's Shiny Charizard, Shiny Blastoise. There's Lugia and Articuno. It's a great set. And the common uncommons are just okay. They're not, like, blowing my mind, but they're not bad. Gerb's Pharmacy EX. I pulled the Secret Blastoise on my birthday as a kid. Wow, nice, dude. So anyways, what you're looking at, though, is an investment box. This box will not be opened. I'll be keeping my eyes open for another box of Plasma Storm. Okay? Because if I can acquire a new one, then I'll be ready to break it open. I don't like to break open and sell anything that I'm not, quote-unquote, invested into first. Does that make sense? So I don't want to make these more rare if I don't own one of them first. That's how I do things. It's worked for me for a long time now. All right, cool. Very nice. That was like, I don't remember how much that was. It was like $8,000 or $9,000 or something like that. And I didn't buy it in auction. I really just did buy it now. You know, when people say when people they say stuff like, oh, buy it now price, that doesn't matter. It's like, well, stuff sells and buy it now. It really does. Let's see. You can find some stuff in auction, but oftentimes the very best things are not in auction. Where is it? Here it is. So that box cost me $8.5. That's what it cost me. It cost $8,500. It's a lot of money. The taxes were $458. Jesus Christ, dude. Taxes are nuts, man. So if I was living in Delaware, I wouldn't have paid $458 taxes, because if that's true, I might need to pack my bags and move to Delaware already. You know what I'm saying? All right. I decided I want to Slabway the first edition Dragonite. Can I do 12 months through ZELLE? Anthony Kalura. Whoa. Is he even up here anymore? I might have taken him down. Hold on. That's a pretty good one. He's really expensive. You want to do that over 12 months, huh? Hold on. Let me look into it. Where do you even go? Is that like a crack on the card? Is that just a scratch on the... I think that's just a scratch. Ugh. I think I might have put him away, but I might still be interested. Let's see. Look at these. Aren't these fancy? I was gonna look into some... I don't know where he went, dude. Oh, here he is. All right. Let me take another look into him, okay? Because he's off the table now. I doubt his price changed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. It was in the middle on your stream last, I think. Yeah, he was in a box. He got taken down, but give me a moment here. And what did we choose? 6, 7? Delaware Business and Corporations. What differentiates you from other rip and ship channels? Hold on. All right, if you'd like to do it, I'm down, all right? 6.7. You let me know, Anthony. You can begin it by sending in a payment, okay? Now, for 1 year, there's a $25 fee to extend it by that long. What I would do if I were you, I would just send in for 6 months. And then if you're sure you need more time, send in for the extra 6 months. But you can start it that way. You can start it with that extra $25 fee. Just let me know on the payment, okay? All right. Oops. Oh. Well, I think one of the things that really does set me apart are my unusually good selection of slabs. I don't think other people have these kind of slabs. I mean, they're really good, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you can't go to other guys and put Dragonite into Slabway with them. So that's a pretty unique product that's just from me. And the reason I have a product like that is because I'm crazy enough to go around buying it all day long. I love it. Like, for example, you just saw me acquire Plasma Storm. Okay, so that's just another thing that's been chucked into my inventory. And one day, that box is going to get open, I guarantee it. Now, it might not get open right away, but now I can acquire another box, and then we're going to have a box of Plasma Storm ready. So, in terms of inventory, we have a pretty specialized inventory. The other thing I'd say is, you know, I've been running the channel for 5 years and never been involved with like, he flipped the packs or some kind of scam like that. 5 long years, and I've never been associated with any kind of like, I don't know, like he lied about whether it was heavy or light or so, you know what I mean? So nothing like that. We've been doing nice, clean, honest business for 5 years. Now, the number one reason for that is because very early on, my concept of the rip and ship channel was that because of the nature of these channels, what's most valuable is the ability to trust the seller. So to me, the golden goose is just having a good reputation, doing everything with honesty the entire time. And then if people learn that you're someone that can be trusted, they'll just pay a premium to shop with you. That's it. They'll pay a little extra to know that none of their cards are messed with, you know? And that's how I would shop. So that was important to me because I don't like a guy tricking me or screwing me over that way. All right. Whoa, I got like 1 million emails. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so we've been going for 5 long years. And here we are. We just do business with, you know, strong rules. We don't try to cheat or steal or anything like that. And I show up to work 7 days a week. I'm a real hard worker. And the money shows up on its own because, you know, people eventually learn to trust me that way. And they go, oh, wow, this is really reliable. We didn't do work 7 days a week this time, though, did we? Because of the stupid Como Electric. All right, so here we go. Here's Michael Moore, $240 Slabway payment. All right, Michael Moore. That is a Slabway payment. Yeah, I'd say the Slabway has become a big part of our business. It's a combination of facilitating this for so long, people know they can come here for it, but also just an unusually good collection of slabs. All right, grab this. Okay, we got our calculator open. Michael Moore, 1505 minus 240 is 1265. Who thinks Mr. Scam and Mr. Scam me out of smoochies? Mr. Very legit. Good to hear. And you are a great person to see streaming. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's weird. I always felt when I started really working on this, I realized very early on when I was working that there is opportunities to cheat. And I'm pretty sure card stores must do this. And I felt that, you know, that's really what people don't want, is to feel cheated. So that's really important. All right, and we'll click on this. 6 corrupted sent in an order 2 hours ago for a Paldea Evolved Blister. Okay, we'll get that done. Aha! Oh, even taking 1 day off feels awful, man. Even 1 day off does not feel right. I just sent a first payment. Nice. Like sending in cards that we pulled for grading and keeping the better one. I've heard of people doing it. Wow. Like, that's crazy. You would have to have some kind of copycat card on hand. But it doesn't even make sense because almost all cards have like a unique pattern on them. Like, look at this guy. He's got a swirl right there. So it's like, as long as you properly show the return off, how are you supposed to hide the fact that you've stolen the original one? You know what I mean? So that is some risky business there. And people get caught. You know, you get these guys who just constantly get caught because people figure them out. It's all on camera. And then they've ruined their business and their reputation, and they're just dumb, dude. I have success because what people want from a business, especially a card business, is authenticity, and they want honesty. It's like any gold or diamond jeweler, right? If you're going to work with a gold company or a diamond company, you don't want them selling you fake diamonds or fake gold. And there's just guys out there who don't think long term. I don't know what it is. It's a good question. It's like, why do people drive bad is another question. I've never been in a car crash. Did you guys know this about me? I've been driving since I was like 17 years old. And I'm 35 now. That's 18 years later. Not even one car crash in 18 years. Not a single car crash. How do I do it? I just try harder. It's like you just watch the road. Duh. You get these guys who drive with their emotions. They get angry. They get impatient. That's the wrong way to do it. So maybe for someone like me, I get really upset when things are done wrong. And it bothers me a lot. And that has been helpful for me throughout life to feel that way. Here's Mischief. But there are guys who will look at it and they'll be like, hey, maybe I can make a little money on the side if I do this evil little trick or something. I don't know, dude. Like the guy who swapped out the Umbreon with the Leafeon. Like, you were too ready for that. Like, what are you thinking, dude? Here's Super Rod. That's also why I've been very scared to expand my business. So if I wanted to become wealthier, what I'm supposed to do is hire people to do what I'm doing for me. But I'm really, really, really tough on, I demand that the person is near me and that I can, you know, watch over them and have a camera recording and all this stuff, because I don't want anyone damaging my brand by streaming for me and then doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. So for me, that's more important than quickly expanding. All right, look at that. Ta-da! Boy, you guys should see how clean it is in here. It's so clean right now. That's because I had nothing to do yesterday. I took the day to rearrange the table. I designed the setup a little bit. Here's a Thim, 5OP8. You got it, mister. That was 16 minutes ago. Hold on, Thim. Hold on. Let me make sure we get these other orders, too. So this was 14 hours ago. Jonathan Morris, another TCC Slabway completed. Show off my baby. You got it. Jonathan Morris finished off a Slabway. Let me go look into that real fast. Here it is. It's from March to March, a really big one. What was that, I wonder? I didn't write down what it was. Jonathan Morris, he just finished a really big one off. Oh, man, that's cool. Wow. So, you won't get a lot of these. They're too rare. So, what you're looking at is Topps Chrome Charizard. But it's not just Topps Chrome. It's Spectra Topps Chrome. So take a closer look. It has a rainbow color to it. See that? Right up there, Spectra Chrome. And then on top of all that, it's a pristine 10. Wow. So cool, man. Nice. Do people ever order Pokemon? On occasion. Oh, I found this marker when I was cleaning. Found this marker, too. Is this any good? Oh, it still works. Okay. Mamma mia, that's a spicy slab. Could I slab away a case of OP9? I think we have to have special rules if you slab away a case. I can't remember why. I think one of the problems is when you have to slab away a case. Here we go. So OP09, $78 per box pre-order. Pre-orders are open on this. I think it's going to be pretty popular. I would like you to be able to open it by the case. That's a nice way to open it. But we've had problems where, you know, you kind of sit on the product. I can't sell it, so I have to order more. And then you cancel, and I don't even need the product. And now my money's wrapped up in like a case of cards that isn't moving. So I've had that happen before. So we have to have certain rules for, you know, being able to put slabs into Slabway. Not slabs, booster boxes into Slabway. If you want a case of something in Slabway, there has to be like a restock fee if you cancel it, you know. So that's why I'm thinking there needs to be a restock fee. I don't know what the restock fee should be, but it's basically a fee that says you're not allowed to leave me in a scenario where I'm stuck with a case that I didn't want. Here's Jonathan Morris, 36 Paldea Evolved packs. Let's cast a net. Okay, 36 of these. So if they're 3 at a time, that's 12 of them. So he ordered 12 of these 13 hours ago. All right, let's get it done. Someone buy some vintage, I have a good feeling. I will do a big payment now. Yeah, I mean, if you could buy like, I don't know, like a third or half the case, I suppose we get you started. I don't mind. Opening a whole case of something, we've had multiple people do that because, again, it's a nice way to open stuff. It gives you a better chance of not being sniped, obviously. You've got the whole case to yourself. I can understand that. I got more work done on my tattoo. What? You being crazy out here, Alexis? Here we go. Alexis, you're telling me you didn't spend that money on Pokemon cards? Ah! There we are. Let's see. There we go. Every time I think about getting a tattoo, I go, how could I spend money on a tattoo? I got PokeDreams. How's your cat, mister? Can we see it, please? She's not in the room. Can't do it, Alexis. I'm too poor to buy tattoos. I got to focus on the stock market and Pokemon. Did you see that box in the thumbnail, Alexis? That booster box was $8,500. A cheap and affordable $8,500. I spent $250 on my tattoo, and I'll buy more. No! Here we are. There we go. I've never been against tattoos. I actually think tattoos are very sexy. But every time I think about getting one, my wallet cries. It says, Daddy, no! Not the tattoo! Here we are. Maybe I could get a tattoo gun and just tattoo myself. Bada bing, bada boom. Nah. I'm going to get my next one on my spine. So this is going to say, how many we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 so far. 15. All right. If we don't pull the magic card, there's going to be problems in here. Hey, Alexis, I cleaned the room up. Next time you come in here, you're going to be impressed, I think. You're going to go, whoa. You're going to say, when did this get so organized? Here we are. I got one. Finally, I only got one on my right forearm. Next one I'm going to get will be my left forearm. I will be a possum. There you go. How much do tattoos cost? I'm curious. I don't know anything about them. I never got tattoos. I never got piercings. My wife says I would look very good with an eyebrow piercing. I don't know about that. I said, I don't know. My guy charges $100 an hour. Oh, what am I doing with Pokemon cards? I need to go be a tattoo artist. Actually, here's a fun fact. Did you know a lot of guys who buy from us over the years have been tattoo artists? Tattoo artists love to collect Pokemon for some reason. Like, I gotta get some of them Pokemons. I think it makes sense. My tattoo is free. I got Pizza Hut on my forehead and they paid for it. It was wild. No, you didn't. Free touch-up. God damn it. Hold on. I am a tattoo artist, says AJ. I heard Mister is going to vote for Camilla. Oh, Camilla. Yeah, she said she's going to give me all this free stuff. Mommy Camilla said, Comrade Camilla. She's going to give us free stuff. There we go. She came out with her economic plan the other day. I think it was Friday or something. And it was basically all free stuff all the time, man. Not like that's much different from Trump. Trump was like, no taxes on tips. What do you think that is? That's just, it's the same idea. It's the same idea. It's like welfare. There you go. What do you mean no taxes? I work. You tax me. Where they don't have to pay taxes? Silly. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn into an OnlyFans girl who gets tips because I'm not going to pay any taxes on them, apparently. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means we need 6 more. That's 2 more boxes. Mister needs to get a Pokeball teardrop tattoo. My fox tattoo artist died, so I can't go to him. Ugh. Ew, the camel toe. My guy, that doesn't sound like he's your guy. I have a tattoo of an eye on the palm of my hand. Mister sounds like Quackaball with his nipple piercing. Oh my god. Seriously. I'm booked until December. Stimulus is going to tattoo. Yes, so if you didn't hear about it, she came out with her economic plan. And her plan includes a particularly dumb idea. I thought it was really dumb. $25,000 off for first-time home buyers. Now, this might get you very excited if you happen to be somebody who's wanting to buy a first-time home. And it sounds like a good plan. You're like, yeah. Give me that $25,000. But where will the government come up with that missing $25,000? The government's expecting to have that money, and it's not going to have that money with a plan like that. So, and I'll tell you where it'll come from. It'll come from the money printer. They have to print that money up. But on top of that, what do you think will happen to the price of homes when demand rises by about $25,000 per home? Well, the cost of homes will go up. So you'll see inflation from the printing of the money. You'll see inflation from the increase in the demand for the homes. And so house prices will just keep going up. Now, as a owner of I own technically 4 homes. That's great for me, but it's overall bad for the economy. It's an inflationary policy. It's an inflationary policy. You're going to screw more young people down the line. Like, what are they going to get? $100,000 off the home? Where does it go from here? Because once every home starts to become $25,000 off, the market will clock that in. That's how a market actually works. And then one day they'll be saying, it's just like minimum wage. They'll be saying, well, you know, $15 an hour isn't enough. Minimum wage needs to be $30 an hour. They'll do the same thing with the homes. No matter how much money the government prints up to take off the price of the home will just adjust in price. So your next step is maybe like a price cap, which that never works either. All right, here we are. It is an inflationary policy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Now, I've never been interested in buying gold. I've never had an interest in buying gold. I love gold. It's very pretty, but I've never thought of it as an investment. If she gets into office, I might actually invest some of my money into gold. I might actually go after gold because we could hit hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is when the inflation gets out of hand. You can't stop it. Like, oh, we can't afford homes. Oh, the price on them jumped. What's the solution? Well, the cause of the inflation was money printing. So the solution is money printing? No, dude. That's the exact opposite of the solution. That's what got us here, was the money printing. So if your solution to the money printing problem is more money printing, I'm betting on inflation. I'm betting on inflation. And I can't rely on just buying more and more homes because they might, I don't know, outlaw investing in homes at some point. Plus, I don't actually like being a landlord. And I already own a lot of Pokemon cards. I mean, like, an unbelievable amount. So my next move, if she takes office, might be to buy gold. I might be a gold guy pretty soon. I would say Bitcoin, but I'm not 100%. I own a little bit of Bitcoin, but I'm not 100% convinced on Bitcoin as being like gold. I think it's its own thing, but I don't think it's like gold. I think gold is truly, you know, protection from inflation because it's a global store of value that all the banks use. Bitcoin's, it's an interesting thing. It's definitely used like a currency, and it's global and it's transactional. It's easier to use than gold. But the banks aren't all holding Bitcoin. They're all holding gold. So, yeah, if she wins and her whole plan is free this, free that, Santa Claus style, I might be buying gold, guys. Might take a moment, I don't know how long, maybe like a year off of buying Pokemon. I might just buy a big mound of gold, and that's it. You know, and just have that sit in my back pocket. But, you know, you wouldn't want to have too much of your money in gold. But currently, I don't have very much in gold at all. I got one gold coin. Here we are. But yeah, if we're suffering from inflation and her policy is more inflation, I'm gonna start looking at it like a risk of hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is when the gold guys really win. A monetary collapse. Gold guys want a specific scenario to play out. They don't want a total societal collapse. They don't want like the actual apocalypse to occur, but they want a financial collapse to occur. So no apocalypse, but yes on the financial collapse. In that scenario, the gold guys win. So that's what they want. And yeah, I don't get it how anyone can be talking that way. Both candidates should be talking about raising taxes, and both candidates should be talking about lowering entitlements because we are spending more than we bring in, to the point that we have eye-watering trillion-dollar debt of like $35 trillion that is just growing faster than we can bring it down. It's growing faster than our GDP. How are we supposed to afford this? It doesn't make any sense. So, yep, her plan is not surprising. It's the fundamental plan of all the Democrat Party for the last, like, 16 years, it feels like. Everything's going to be free. I'll wipe out your medical debt. I'll wipe out your student loans. Money doesn't matter. So, yeah, it does. It all matters. It all adds up like an accounting sheet. Here we are. All right, so far, Jonathan Morris. You got all the promos. And you got Tinkatuff, Dedenne, Arctibax, and Clodsire. No Magikarp so far. Ready? Where the F is Biden? If voted in, I'll fix the country. It says lady currently in charge of the country. Well, I mean, she's the vice president. I get that. But it's Joe Biden's presidency. So technically, she can't do much. It's his plans, his presidency, and it's all almost over. And, you know, they don't have a supermajority either. So, but yeah, I get it. Gold, crypto, real estate, bonds, stocks, cash, guns. Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know if I'll bother buying a bunch of guns, to be honest. That doesn't make... Yeah, I don't... I mean, in theory, you know, Texas could call for a secession. Texas is always talking about calling for a secession. And maybe Missouri and a number of red states will join. Maybe it'll get all crazy. And then, yeah, maybe at that point, guns would go up in value. The problem with that scenario is a lot of other things will go way, 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 way down in value. I don't think that'll play out. But yeah, just simple gold, man. Simple gold. If we reach a point where we have a hyperinflation moment in our history, gold holders will be smiling ear to ear. They'll be like, we win. We win. We warned you all. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy to see how bad our debt is. And then hear your major Democrat Party runner talk about doing more inflationary money spending. Instead of lowering the entitlements, they want to heavily increase them. And it's like, what? The problem today is that we have major inflation from entitlements. We spent all this money we don't have. She would make me feel better if she said I'd just get into office and not touch anything for a while. Just let the market play out. That'd be amazing. I wish somebody would run on that. I would vote for Robert F. Kennedy or whatever his name is if he was saying something like that, because he talks about health. And then Donald Trump, he talks about we're going to get the best deals, right? So that's his platform. But yeah, it's interesting, man. We're going to give everyone $25,000. It'll be amazing. It's like, whoa. Here we are. Actually, you know, if she wanted to help with the lack of housing's problem, one idea could be that the government can simply create an incentive structure for more houses to be built. Because if the supply of homes go up to the point that the country is just flooded with homes, that would be very similar to like overprinting cards. That might actually be a more permanent solution to the lack of homes or the price of homes, is to produce more homes. So if there's too many dollar bills and not enough homes, the price of homes go up. But if there's too many homes, the price of homes decline. And so, yeah, if her plan was to build more homes, that might actually have a longer, even though I'm against that, because again, that's a centrally planned government that is tinkering with the market, deciding what the market should do. But, you know, so, okay, but imagine she's a centrally planned economist and she wants to decide what's best. Well, why would you print up more money to just hand to individuals who are usually not very good with their money, especially money that they got for free, when instead of doing that, you can hire contractors and say, you know what? I want you to build megaopolis super condos going to the sky so that we always have an affordable... Ooh, that's really off-center, man. So that we have an affordable homes option all the time. Brambling. So producing more homes artificially, that is without the invisible hand of the market, might be a longer-term solution than just giving people $25,000 of cash, although both scenarios will cause the government to go up in debt. Here's Kaparaja. The plan does an expansion of tax credits for housing construction. Oh, Mister, the Pokemon Center is offering a new limited Pikachu coin for the World event. We are. Flamigo Cerulean. But the problem with even doing that is, once again, it throws everything out of whack. A lot of people, I feel, don't understand the basic, like, fundamentals of economics to know why you wouldn't want to do that. It's because the cost of homes is based on the total stock market, the total private consumer market. So the reason there aren't more people constructing more homes is because it's not profitable enough to do that. That's why you don't see 1 million homes being built in 2 seconds. If building homes became the most profitable sector, there would be enormous private investment in building more homes quicker. But since it's not profitable enough, the money's not being directed that direction. Instead, it's going towards some other industry, right? This is also why price caps don't work. Let's say you can only make 15% profit margin on widgets. Well, then no one wants to make a widget because it only makes 15%. And if you go over here to investment banking, you can make 35%. So everyone's going to become an investment banker, and nobody wants to be a widget maker. So that's the problem with the price caps and the government trying to do a centrally planned economy. It's the invisible hand of the market will decide the profit margin. The invisible hand of the market will decide what people are demanding and spending their money on. Whenever the government comes to try and interfere with those ideas, they typically get it wrong. I mean, it's near impossible to get it right. You would basically have to perfectly plan what the consumer wants. But you know who really knows what the consumer wants? The consumer. The consumer knows what they want. So why try to circumvent that? Ooh. Beautiful. All right, but no Magikarp. Sorry. Jonathan Morris. Let's see. So no codes. Mr. What's 25K going to do when houses in Cali average 500K? Lol. A lot. It'll do a lot of damage because if the government is handing out $25,000, it could actually make your life worse in California because it might not be Californians that take advantage of it the most. It might be poor people in Missouri. So if California doesn't benefit very much from the $25,000 handout, it's free money, it's Santa Claus money. But you got poor states like, I don't know, like Mississippi, West Virginia, Missouri, or something like that. And you got all these poor people taking $25,000 to buy their home. Well, then that money gets unevenly distributed toward other states. And California shares the burden of the debt of the government printing all this money, but it doesn't benefit equally from the burden of that debt. You know? So some states will be winners in that scenario, and some states will be losers in that scenario, depending on how many first-time home buyers you have. All right, Jonathan. Morris. Ta-da! Rip and Flip says the price of homes will go up more. 100%. When the government subsidizes the purchase of a good, the price of that good goes up. It's like, imagine the government slipped $250 into all of your pockets when you go shopping at my card store, and all of a sudden the demand for my cards explodes. Everyone's buying up all my Dragonites. What do you think happens to the price of Dragonite? I start to creep it up because I'm like, well, I don't have enough of them. The demand is higher than the supply. So when you mess with that equation, prices go up. So that is the ultimate. It's ironic because the reason people need help buying a home is because they're too expensive. But so what's the solution? Free money? Free money just makes them more expensive. And so maybe for like a year or two, first-time house buyers will be celebrating. But you know who won't be celebrating? The people 4 years later, children. Maybe they're 16 years old today, but 4 years later, they're 20 years old looking to buy their first home. 4 years later, all those house prices are jacked up by all the fake money coming in the market. The free money being poured into the market jacks their prices up. So then all these young kids come into the market 4 years later, they just finished college or something. How are they supposed to buy a home? Well, so if she sets this precedent where, well, first-time house buyers get $25,000, why shouldn't they get $25,000? That would be unfair. We're going to need $25,000. You know what? They're even more expensive now. We're going to need $35,000. Where's our money? Jonathan Morris says 3 Spanish, heart gold, soul silver. So this is why those ideas are never very good. Hey, where's my free money? They got free money. There we are. So that looks to me like a highly inflationary market. That's how my autistic money guy brain sees that market. It's looking at it and going, that's going to be inflationary. All right, Jonathan Morris. He's got 6 of these. All right. Because the next group of people come in and say, well, it's not like the price of houses went down after that. They went further up. You printed more money. You taxed less people. You printed more money. All that money got poured into the limited number of houses available. What do we do? Too bad, buddy. No, they'll vote for free stuff too. It'll become normal. Everyone will vote for free housing, and it will just snowball out of control, and that will be the hyperinflation. Because the prices will be so much higher, you'll need more than $25,000. They'll print even more. All right, everyone gets free 35,000. There we go. Let the market decide the price of things. Just don't touch it. Just leave it alone. Yo, look at that Quagsire. He's so pretty. Wow. All right, holographic Quagsire popping out. And then you got these lovely commons. When lumber was in high demand, instead of increasing the supply, they raised the price of lumber to compete with the demand. Instead of increasing supply, they increased the price. Here we are, Starmie. Very nice. All right. Well, if the government comes in and breaks up a monopoly on lumber, that's fine. But really, you know, what the government could do is say, hey, we did the math for everyone. What we need now are new lumber mills. So who wants to become CEO of a new lumber mill and start a new career in lumber? So the government can warn people where the good money is. Smoochum! Oh my God. Smoochum's like, hey. All right, she's about to turn into a sassy Jinx. There we go. Now, so you got one Holo Quagsire. So the government can point out areas of great opportunity to young aspiring business entrepreneurs and the future, you know, group of producers if they wish. There we go. But let's say the government instead came in and said, oh, the price of lumber is high. Here, we'll buy the lumber for you by injecting a lot of printed money into lumber. What do you think the price of lumber does when they do that? Do you think it goes down to become more affordable? Or do you think it explodes in cost? Well, it explodes in cost, obviously. That's what happened with your degree. Why is it so expensive to go to college? Well, because the government keeps giving out free money to go to college. It says here, you can worry about this when you graduate. It'll be a low interest rate loan. You go, oh, low interest rate loan. I'm definitely not missing out on my college education. I'm going, man. Well, what did this do to college? The price of college went way up because it's just government money being pumped in. And so it doesn't matter what you subsidize, that's going to get more expensive because you're pouring free money into it. Free money that the government, by the way, does not have. Our government has trillions of dollars of debt, and the debt, oh man, that's a rough round, Jonathan. 3 non-holo boosties there. That's a pretty rough round. Jonathan Morris. There you go. All right. I think we need to start making homes out of Pokemon bulk. Hell yeah, dude. I'd buy one of those homes. I think you could do it. Firegrist down 1p. Some people get liberal arts degrees and then drop out. Right. Well, when the government subsidizes your education and you don't feel the immediate financial cost of it, you go to school for whatever it is feels good. And then when you come out, you're like, I don't want to pay that. I'll just vote for somebody who will pay it for me. Jonathan Morris. All right, Mr. Jonathan. And therefore, democracy wins. The end. But what about the inflation? Shut up. The end. What about the inflation? All right, there we go. I'm going to vote for free money. We are. What could go wrong? Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let's go put this away. Ta-da! Good talk, mister. Here's Blasty Boy. I don't remember if anything else interesting happened over the weekend. Did anything else happen? No relax. Did you hear about the actor from Friends? They are accusing his live-in helper and 2 doctors or something like that of basically killing him by prescribing him drugs that he wasn't supposed to get. Here's Aaron Conyers. This is for Slabway. I'm starting 1999 Marvel Series 1 Impel box. Okay, give me a moment here. I got to remember what price we were going to do on that. So give me a minute. Can we talk about Ozempic? Yeah, fatty, why are you taking all this Ozempic? Alexis told me that I had a flat stomach. Thanks, Alexis. Let's see. I'm like trying to read and talk at the same time. I'm so dumb. Let's see. What did we agree on the box? Ukraine pushed further into Russia. Earthquake in Japan. Kamala wants people to vote for her because she said so. I don't remember what we agreed to on the box. Okay. Let me go to Slabway. Aaron Conyers. August 24, Aaron Conyers. Box Impel Series 1. 980. Minus what? 150? $830. All right, there it is. Did you see that Kemla is in a bikini AI picture? Oh my god. There you go. I've not seen that, no. Anthony Kalura. All right, so he is sending in $575 for the first Slabway payment. Now remember, there's a beginning fee of $20, right? All right, so let's get you started. He got this Dragonite. That means I got to acquire a new one day. All right. You're going to be right here. Anthony is going to say August 24 to August 25. Anthony Kalura. First Dragonite fossil. And it's going to say 6720. And it's going to say minus 555. 6165. 6165. All right, there it is. All right, there it is. It started. Crazy, man. Taking on a big one. So August 2024, August 2025. Anthony Kalura, PSA 10, first edition Dragonite fossil. Beginning price is $720. And then you've paid in to the point where it's 6165. Let me double check and make sure it all went well. Yes. All right, there it is. Woo! I'm working now, watching the stream. Have you watched the Pokemon World's Champion happening in Hawaii this weekend? I saw it suggested to me by YouTube. Pyramids collapsed and they caught a Doomfish in California. Apparently they show up before a huge earthquake. Mister, are you still opening old orders? Sort of. Anthony sent this one 35 minutes ago. They're not old. No, this one's from tonight, if that's what you meant. All right. Slabway. You want to know what this slab cost back in the day, Anthony? 1.6. That's all it cost back in the day. You can't find it like that anymore. That's shows you how the price of the cards go up over time. Especially because of inflation, but also because there's more people buying in the hobby and they earn more money over time. And they say, hey, I want a Dragonite. All right. Woo! Now it's Hathim's turn, 5 OP8. Okay, Hathim, so I got this box way over here, and it's the OP8 box. 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vaporeon slabs? Vaporeon? No, I don't think I have any. They always reveal something coming up the TCG on the last day of the finals, so fingers crossed it's something good. Ooh, okay. Ready? Hathim. Ready? Ready? Here goes. We've got, look at that guy. Crazy. Some holos. A holo. An SR. And a holo. There you go, Mr. Thim. AI trying to take people like Six's job. FAI. No, not AI. There we go. All right. Yeah, you know what's crazy about all that stuff we were talking about earlier with like inflationary house prices is I shouldn't even be opposing it. I own multiple homes. If the prices of houses explode because the government's pumping artificial money into homes, that's great for me. I don't even lose in that scenario. The other part of me knows deep down it's not good for anyone. In the long run, it's not good. Anthony Kalura, 2 spots, Diglett break. Oh yeah, the Diglett break. So everybody, this is the new Diglett break. It is no rarity symbol Charizard. It's super rare base set Charizard. Part of the first print wave of base set. It's highly desirable. There's some really rich guys who collect these. I own like 3 or 4 of them. I think it's 3 of them. But one of them is up for a break now. No heat yet. You pull some heat tonight? I'm pulling some heat. I just think it's going to be really bad. Overall, I think it would cause a lot of inflation. Let's see. We want to bring inflation down. To bring inflation down, we have to produce more goods. We have to produce goods, not money. Less money printing, more goods production. That'll reverse it. There you go. Very nice. 1, 2. 1 spot in the Ruby Sapphire pack break. Oh, hell yeah, dude. All right. Let's get this moving. I like that. Okay. Did you put the money towards the Slabway? I don't remember you writing on a card. Are you asking me? Yeah, are you talking about Aaron Conyers? I got that open. You can go check Slabway right now. Vintage booster. Here we are. So there's 4 here, and this is 5. 5 out of 9. This is getting close. Okay. Roaches says hello. What's up, Roaches? He says, but yeah, 980. Yes. Okay, awesome. Mr. Jeff Leon says 3. PRB 1. 1, 2, and a 3. I think I was saying something along the lines of, in order to do that price, it couldn't be a, quote, sealed box, if you recall. Do you remember that? So there's a lot of boxes. There's a really high premium on the sealed ones, and it most recently jumped. The premium on the sealed ones jumped. You ready? But I have some good, authentic, non-sealed ones. But they'll have the exact same pulls as the sealed one. I can guarantee it, in fact, if you want. If that makes you feel better. We'll just guarantee that it has the same pulls. Here we are. Yamato Katana, because the box was sold 2 ways. The box, if you see a open case of it, it's sold 2 ways. There's cases where they're all sealed and cases where they're not all sealed. And that's what would happen with old booster boxes. Back in the day, they didn't seal booster boxes. They would just sit there in their cardboard. Where were you yesterday? My internet wire got cut by a competing internet company that was laying... Wait, why are we sleeving this? That was laying down wires. Jeff Leon. What's up, Jeff? All right. My internet wires got cut by Bozo Como Internet. And Spectrum had to come out and give me a brand new wire. Emergency style. Here's Arceus for just $16. Wow, cheap. Taflosion. Ooh. Raichu Starbreak. Growlithe. And this is the new drill card. We just need to reach $20 with this. The goal is $20. And then we'll put a hole in this stupid card. Mr. already blaming the competition. Here's Danny Sainamore shipping Mercy Bay Coop. I have 2 bags. So, Danny Sainamore wants a round of shipping. And what we need to do now is go grab his stuff. Danny, are you watching? What can you tell me about your shipping, Danny? So, Danny, I gotta say something. Your bags feel pretty heavy. This isn't too heavy. What about this? It's these coins, isn't it? Oh, you got these coins, man. These coins are heavy. Remember these? All right. I seen Mr. at the China Buffet. Danny saying more. Before we ship you out, we got to know a little more about your shipping. Are you watching tonight? What can you tell me about what kind of slabs you got? Bring back the Pokemon gameplays. We got to make sure that this isn't an $80 shipment is what we need to do, okay? I guess what I could do, actually, I could just print a label, a $40 label, and just see how much of it I can send out. Let's try that. Let's go over here. An error has occurred. Let me reset my shipping software. Anyone in the Diglett break yet? Yep. Okay, signing in here. PRB1 got 10 mangas. Yeah, but apparently you can only pull it out of that God pack. Is that right? International gets wrecked, says Rusty Bone Games. CIA trying to shut down Mister. They're trying to shut me down! Here's Danny saying war. He's in Canada. Oh, Canada. I've got my scale. Let's just bring the scale down. We can literally just test the weight of this right now. But the problem is, I don't know how many slabs Danny St. Amour has. I got a shipping scale so we can get perfect measurements on the shipping. Are you ready? The moment of truth, Danny. Your box is 1 pound and 2 ounces. All right, so 1 pound, 2 ounces, which is really more like 1 pound, 6 ounces when you add the packaging material. But I don't know about his slabs. Is he watching? No more slabs awaiting PSA return. Okay, perfect, perfect. So just the raw cards. Perfect. So we can get an exact weight on this. All right, let's see what it comes out to be. So 1 pound, 5 ounces. Set the box dimensions. All right. I think we're going to be good. I think 1 pound is good. Playing cards. Playing cards. Oops. 1 pound, 5 ounces. Value. Okay. All right, perfect. We are within that range. Hold on, it's still calculating, actually. I thought I saw a number and then it went away. Are you guys all squeaking? Ah, there we go. Okay, good. Please select duties to... Oh. There we are. All right. I could probably design our shipping system so that I pay the duties on my side more often. And you guys don't have to have the nuisance of it occur when it's shipped over there. Danny Santamore, thank you so much, man. Your cards are on the way. We would never squeak. I detect lies. Next up, we got David. David Velez, he's been waiting a while. 2 Eevee Heroes boxes, 20 Black Flame, Japanese. Okay, 2 of these Eevees in a Black Flame with 20 packs, huh? I think we got that. Mister, where you been? My internet was sliced yesterday. Another internet company was laying down fiber optic cables, and they sliced my internet company's cable. And so my internet company had to lay a cable over my grass because they're like, we're going to have to dig a hole and put the cable back under. But for right now, we're going to... And the guy was so mad. The guy who came over, he's like, this is my off day. I'm called in on my off day because our competitors apparently doing this all over the place out here. How stupid is that, man? Oh, man, it's stupid. I'm thinking of calling up that other company and being like, you owe me. You made me lose my card sales, man. If I could gift on mobile and pick who to gift to, I'd gift to you NHCC, but alas, YouTube is poo-poo. Damn you, YouTube. So I've been out of the loop a bit. Is Japanese so much cheaper because of X-ray thing or reprints? Both, or why did it crash essentially, or just no demand? Rusty, I believe that for a while, Japanese cards were really expensive because Japanese card printing companies didn't print enough to meet demand, and now they do. But not just that. I think it's also turning out that Scarlet Violet is not as desirable as Sword and Shield. So during Sword and Shield, you had like the Eevee Hero set, you had the you had the Giratina set, you had the Lugia set. So you had all these great sets. There you go. You had Blue Sky Stream. It's really crazy. So far, Scarlet Violet hasn't done that, but I'm holding on to hope that they do. Just because I've been critical of Scarlet Violet so far doesn't mean that this year couldn't be the big year for Pokemon card collecting again. This could be the year that they release the big sets. So I'm just watching and waiting and watching and waiting. All right. Here's this. Here's Jolteon. Here's a Holo. Here's a Holo. Oh, you got a Jolteon. Let's go, Sexy Gordy. Yeah, so anytime Pokemon wants to, they could put out a really big set like Evolving Skies quality. And when they do that, I'll probably grab some of it, put it into savings. I don't know. Hard to say. There we go. Oh, we're good. Another Gordy for Six's collection. Yeah, we need some more Gordys, please. Gordys. I'm Gordy maxing. Here's a Holo. Here's Umbreon. Raichu. Glaceon. If they release a new, like, Evolving Skies quality set, I'll probably sit down and open some of it for myself for a change and put it all on camera. I don't know. See, here's the problem with doing that. If I do that like other YouTubers do, you guys won't want to buy it from me. You guys will be like, nah, he opens the product. So I'm not going to do it. You guys open it. I'll make clips of you guys opening it. That's the agreement, okay? Sound good? That's the agreement. You guys open it. I'll just record it. Speaking of which, we need that OP9 mangas. We need the signature to get pulled out of the new Final Fantasy set called Hidden Trials. Hidden Trials, here it is. No signature has been pulled yet. If you pull the signature, you'll be the first one with that video. So we need Hidden Trials Final Fantasy to get pulled. All right. Very nice. Of course, we haven't pulled it for the other sets either. You know that? So we need to pull the signature for From Nightmares. And the signature for Hidden Hope. We do not have any footage of the Hidden Hope's signature. We need that. All three of those. They're all signature sets. David Velez, are you ready? Box number 2. David Velez. Oops. I read the company already filed for copyright naming rights. Yeah. I heard about that too. Last year, the World's Final, they showed the Ancient and Future cards. This year, they'll show the next gimmick. You think so? You think so? That'd be cool. All right. Very nice. Put this over here. Pokemon fans are pretty rabid, so they don't have to give us much for people to get really hyped. You know, Pokemon continues to be a very strong brand. I mean, look at it. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at Dragon Ball. You don't hear about those as much. You don't hear about their competition quite as much. One Piece is the good competitor to Pokemon right now, and that's about it. You got a little bit of Weiss that's doing okay with the sexy girl cards. But that's it. That's it. Pokemon is on a league all of its own. Nobody has truly held on to their, position. And this has been a weak 2 years for Pokemon. Think about that. Let that sink in. A weak 2 years, and the other companies don't feel like they've caught up at all. We are. Scarlet Violet has been a weak era, in my opinion. All right. Pokemon is God. That's right. They always show the year ahead stuff at Worlds. Nice. Well, I'm excited then. Keep me in the loop, guys. There's a planet out there somewhere with every Pokemon. Okay, let's get that poor method going. The method for poor people. There it goes. Maybe we'll get to see the rocket set. Oh my god, double Jolteon, that sucks. Double Jolteon it is. Everyone's really confident about this rocket set, but it hasn't been announced yet. But I'm hoping for it. I think it makes a lot of sense for them to bring Rocket back, because they haven't done that in a while, so it's an easy move. I'm a big Rocket fan, so if they bring out a Rocket set, it's going to be super popular in my opinion. I think it'll also bring some attention to the older Rocket sets. There we go. Throwing these away. Okay, how does that look? That looks great. Mr. is a rocket man. Rocket man. Do 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 do. Open. Open sesame. That's just an ad card in there. Advertisement. I'm a Jesse kind of guy. Ooh, the voice actor for Jesse passed away. How sad. Life's short. Gotta live it up a little bit, guys. Alright, we got Raichu here. Grimmsnarl. Glaceon. Leafeon. Entei. Leafeon. Florges. This holographic. There you go. What's up, fantasy football clowns? Sleeving this. Huge forehead. Okay, there's Leafeon. And here is Jolteon. Man, where's Cheese? Where's Alex? I'm about to promote A. Perez to Supreme Leader, dude. Tammy, too, man. Tammy's here a lot. Tammy and A. Perez, they're here all the time. Ratha's here a lot, too. So David needs 20 of these packs. He said, what? Black Flame? Yeah, Black Flame. Okay, I'm here all the time, says Charles B. Lonsky. Set this here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, 20 of these. Very good. Oh, Mr. about to get giddy when he sees my order. Oh, yeah. You're getting me excited. 6, I'll give you 9,000 pesos. Oh, my God. 6, when are you going to send in a lock of your hair and have me, like, verify it or some crap like that? Like, do this, 6. Make a private video of you, like, cutting your hair, right? And make a private video. You share that with me and send the hair in. I'll delete the video or not share it with anyone, right? But what I'll be able to do is I'll say, hey, this is verified, right? Like PSA, right? So I'll say, this is verified. We'll take the hair, and then we'll encapsulate it in a TCC slab, and then I'll go 50-50 with you on the sale of the slab. Shaboom. All right, David. We'll put it up in auction. Lock of 6's hair. We'll put it up in auction. And the label will say verified authentic 6's hair. Shaboom. Feet hair? Oh, yeah, feet hair. All right, there we go. Easy money. Ooh. You gonna get any hot ones? Oh. Oh, why are these so bad? Yo, 1 Togekiss. That's not good. Those are some cold packs, man. I lied. They are not cold. You got the hit. There's Absol. Can't complain about the packs when you're the one who gets the hit. All right. Yeah, those earlier ones were like freezing. There's Tyranitar. There we go. Y'all want ginger hair? Hope 9 will have 5 mangas. I want a manga. I want a manga. I want a manga. There you go. Easy money. 6. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Put that over there. There we go. Is Gordy a ginger? He's got blonde hair. Ta-da! Very good, David Velez. Well, David, I feel like overall you got a pretty tough round on the Eeveelutions. You got 2 Jolteons. You did get the hit out of only 20 packs of the Black Flame, but it was just Absol. So overall, you got your 3 hits, but are they money-making hits? I don't think they are. It's tough, man. Shows you how tough opening packs can be, guys. Gordy's got a hot mom. Does he? Gordy's got a mom. Ooh. Check out these new boxes, guys. See how long that is? Damn. Holds way more product. That's my new... I got these boxes in. So now, more product will fit into a single box. And this will clean up the table and improve the stream overall. Thinking about buying more of them. All right. Darwin Morales, Slabway, a case of OP09, send the case hit to PSA. Oh, so you sent some money for PSA as well. Okay, so hold on. What's our price? Our price is $78 a box. How many are in a box? 12 of them, I think. Let me look it up. Okay, it's 12 of these. Okay, so a case is 78 times 12. 936, right? Okay, let's get in there. This is who? Darwin? Darwin Morales. Darwin, you've already got a Slabway. Says here you got an Iron Crown Slabway. I got no clue what that is. Actually, it says you only owed $21 on it. Whatever it is, it's almost done. Unless you already finished it. But let me go in here. It's going to say August 24. Darwin Morales. Case OP09 Japanese. 936. Okay, now, I finished that a long time ago, he says. Perfect. I'll go remove it. I'm known to do that. Sometimes I forget to remove a submission. So, it's at 936. Now, you sent in 5 honeys, right? First, we're going to take off 20 bucks, and then 45 bucks. That's 65, right? 500 minus 65 is $435. So, the equation now is 936 minus 435. $501 remain. I'll just make it an even 500. So you have $500 left. And we'll write down on this card. One PSA grade, $45. So just remind me to use this. All right. It's all taken care of. Very good. This is funny. One case. All right. Very good. Those are some pretty dang big orders. Next up, we got an order from 6 Corrupted, 2 Paldea Evolved Blisters, 3 Twilight Massacres. You got it. So this is for 6. I got court on September 10th to see my daughter. Woohoo, I can't wait to see her, but it's going to be a long 2 months. Dang, dude. I'm sorry to hear about all that. All that's new, right? You're just now going through that. Man. Here you are. I heard this guy talking to Patrick Brett Davidson. Brett Davidson? About marrying women, and he was saying some pretty salty things like, what's the point of getting married? You can be together with someone without getting married, and then they can't ruin your life in a divorce. I was like, woo. It's a little, you know, it's a little dizzying to hear that if you're already married. You're sitting back going, I hope that's not me having, you know, some nasty fight over the kids and the money and you have lawyers. Oh, man. So inefficient. What an inefficient allocation of resources. That money doesn't need to go to lawyers. They don't do anything but push paper. That money should go toward house payments and retirement funds. Inefficient allocation of resources. It makes no sense. All right, 6. We also need to get 3 Twilight Masquerade. Let's see if they're right next to us real fast. They might be. Oh, yes, they are. Did you see my Discord message? I don't know if I did. What you can do if you want, you can send me a message right now and just have it say bump. Okay, and that would send it to the box at the top of my messages. I get a lot of messages each day. So as time goes by, your message gets pushed down by everyone else's. So I might not have seen it. I actually don't remember seeing one from you. Just got to find the right one, mister, and know what you're getting into. Here we are. Well, I'm married right now. It's me and Karis. And to be honest, I think I did pretty well. I think Karis is really nice. She's really nice. You know what? If she and I ever broke up, which I don't think we would, but let's say we did break up, I already know her. She's so nice and so reasonable. She'd just be like, let's just do this in a nice way. And she knows me too. I'd be like, just take all my stuff. I don't even care. Just have it. So that's how I am. And I know she's like that too. Here, you hung out with me all this time. Just take all of it. I don't care. So, and maybe that's why we would never break up, because we're just too nice. Like when you're both nice, it's pretty hard to break up. Here's Snover. Here we are. Tropius. Here's Tinkatink. And Delibird. Marry me too, mister. Oh, okay. Here's Garusha Altart. You did it! Yay! You got the femboy. Here's some Holo. And you did it! Walking Wake! Myena. There we are. Never break up because we're too nice. Sounds like a dream life. Yeah, we're very reasonable. I don't know. I feel like the human race struggles with being reasonable. You know what I mean? I think it really does. And Kirsten and I are both, we're both like thinker types. I don't know how to describe that. Kind of on the dry cut side. You know what I mean? It's a little bit dry. Like, you don't need to get caught up on all the emotions and hurt feelings. It's just kind of like what needs to be done to get this done and get it to a finish line or something like that. You know, like I don't want to waste time being upset. I don't want to waste time with hurt feelings. How do we just get to a finish line? So, but the funny thing is we're both a bit that way. And so, yeah, I just can't imagine us having a messy divorce, but I can't imagine us divorcing either. You know what I mean? There you go. Can you remove the bulk collars from my bag? I thought you'd never ask. All right. Boink. Okay, there you go. 6. All right. 6, you just let me know when you want to auction off your hair, man. A little lock of your hair. There you go. Doesn't even have to be very much. Just has to be a little, I don't know, like a small enough of a lock that it fits into the slab. All right. Define success, mister. Success is, I guess it's different stages of success in life, but success is overcoming human weakness a little bit, you know, because we just want free stuff. We want to lay around and be lazy and drink pina coladas on the beach. Gotta shed that feeling of weakness, and then you have to go do something like meaningful, you know, like leave something behind before you die. That's probably going to be family, leave children behind, and leave some kind of work behind, and go do something worthwhile for other humans. So that's pretty much success. You think success would just be money. There's a lot of people who have a lot of money and they didn't contribute anything. They didn't contribute anything to the world, but they got a lot of money. So you could call them successful in a material way, but with no meaning to it. So I don't know. All right, let's see. Anthony Kalura, Platinum Rising's Rival Pack. Yo! All right. Platinum Rising Rivals. Here it is. So this is a really good set. Even if the pack wasn't heavy, the reverse holo has a chance of being super valuable reverse holo Gengar. And let me show you what this box looks like real fast, because you might not be the only one interested in this box. Okay, so this is a nice box of Oh, look at this. Oh, we did have some Rising Rivals left over. I see what happened. Probably the other box was almost empty, and I probably shoved them all into this box so that I could get rid of the other one. Okay, so we got some Phantom Forces from the previous box of Phantom Forces left over. We'll go through these first, and then this is what the Platinum Rising Rivals box looks like. It's mostly full. It's about 3/4 full. So I'll keep this in the front now. So I think we opened a fresh, yeah, we opened a fresh box of the Platinum, I'm sorry, the Phantom Forces. I just found a Dragon's Exalted pack. Where's the Dragon's Exalted? Oh, there it is. All right, lovely. Ready? Okay, Mr. Anthony Kalura. Here we are. We got Nidoran. Ooh. Okay, Nidoran. So nice. Here's Nidoran. There better be a Nidoking in here. Here's Carvana. Kecleon. Quagsire. See this, the character here, he's an Elite Four or something like that, right? Oh, Gym Leader's Pokemon. And it's cool, right? Because it's kind of like the Versus collection a little bit. Oh my god. Now that's an Elite Four. It says right here, Elite Four's Pokemon. Wow. And Drapion. All right, lovely Drapion. Cool, man. Oh, we also got 2 trainer cards. So it's Drapion and Yanmega popping out of there. Go. Look at that. That is so cool. And Yanmega. How much is that pack? This is $280. Platinum Rising Rivals. Beautiful. All right. There's a lot of really good cards in here. You can pull a reverse holo Gengar out of here. So even a light pack, even if you didn't hit like a heavy pack, a light pack could still do very well. Here's Aaron's collection. Sunny Shore City Gym. Mister, you need to start showing that your packs don't glow with the lights off to prove to the haters no CT scans. Hey, you know, we could get a radiation detector, right? Isn't there like a machine that detects radiation? And we'll just wave it over the packs each time. Oh my god, could you imagine we waved it over one of the packs and it actually went off? Because then I'd be like, oh, has this been scanned like 20 times? Here's Nidoran. That would be insane if we did that. And here's Nidoran. Yo, that would be a crazy clip if you did it on purpose. Imagine you sent a pack somewhere to get radiated. I don't know how you would do that. But imagine you could intentionally radiate a pack. And then you said, oh, let's scan these. But it's like a joke, basically, like because of the CT scanning. And then it went off, and you're like, oh my god, this one's been CT scanned. There we go. Waiting for I'm waiting for Leonhardt to take my good idea here. All right, Yanmega. They glow after. Anthony Kalura. That's a really big order. So Anthony, here's your box. Very nice. I've already seen vintage boxes going up a decent bit since the CT scanning stuff came out. They're always going up a little bit. They're always going up a little bit. There you go. But you think it's because people are buying them to get them scanned? Is that what you're thinking? Matt Hedrick says, for Dragon Ball Beyond Generations. Oh, very interesting. You know, one of the things I did to clean up is I got rid of the Dragon Ball. It's no longer in our main shelf. It's over here on the side. All right, Beyond Generations. And did he say Japanese? No, just English, right? He said, how many of these? 4 of them? Okay, we got 1, 2. Throw that over there. I gotta open this fresh box here. Dragon Ball? You're not allowed to open Dragon Ball. There we go. Aha, 2 more of them. Now, I'll set this back in the box. Let me peel the top off. I went to that nice card shop in Battlefield Mall, Springfield. It was nice. Got to see all the stuff. Mine goes limp afterwards, but it doesn't glow. Do you have a PSA 10 Articuno EX132? My brother looking for one of those. Here we are. Whoa! For $75 a pack, it would be fun to scan a pack. Okay, Matt Hedrick. Very good. Ooh. 100% scanning has been around for a long time. They only do it on like $20,000, $30,000 boxes. All right, what we got? Here's Beerus and Wisp, Beginning of the Gods. I think it would make a lot of sense to scan mid-level boxes because they're so easy to afford. You know? Like, who's got $20,000 to $30,000 laying around all day to move back and forth? Like, let's say you acquire a $30,000 box. Scan it for the hit. You don't see one. Well, you put it back up on the market for $30,000. Well, how fast is it going to sell? It's just going to sit there unless you lose money on it by selling it quickly at a lower price. So, yeah, I mean, a mid-tier box requires less of an investment and has a lower price point, pain point for the average consumer. Meaning if you could get a $1,000 box and scan that, it's much more likely that somebody will actually buy that quickly later when you're trying to liquidate. Matt Hedrick. So I wouldn't assume anything's safe. The only thing I would assume is safe is like product that just came out. Like nobody's going to care about that. Okay, I've got a bag. Matt Hedrick. Just dump the hitless box. Yeah, but it's hard to actually get a $30,000 box sold. Those don't sell all the time. Let's see, they sell much slower. Some NBA boxes have cards worth $250,000. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No wonder they want to scan them. Hey, we're just looking for your bag. Oh, right, we created these matte boxes. So these are sorted a little more. We now have matte boxes. Matthew White. Matthew Garcia. Matthew Rodriguez. Are there any old matte boxes? Matte bags? Matthew Bain's kind of old. Matthew Wettrick. That's an old bag. Matt Hansen. So we have a double Matt Hansen bag. Bear with me. Matt Hansen. That's a third Matt Hansen bag. So Matt Hansen didn't have two bags. He had three. Is that right? Matt Hansen needs to get his own private box. All right. Hold on. I just had your bag. I just saw it like 2 seconds ago. Ah, here it is, Matt Hedrick. All right. There's Matt Hedrick. Lame, I want a glowing Zard. Let's put your cards in here. Okay. I'll put that away. And get this music playing again. Now, as for this other guy, Matt Hansen, let me find a box laying around. There's one. Matt Hansen. Then where'd my notepad go? Well, shucks. Where'd I put... Oh, there it is. I was about to get annoyed. Where the F is my Matt Hansen notepad thing? Here it is, Matt Hedrick. My notepad for writing Matt Hedrick down. Common collectors aren't opening boxes that are getting scanned. Nobody's out there scanning hundreds of Evolving Skies. I mean, you're saying that as if you've got 100% knowledge. You can reason that nobody's doing that, but the bottom line is we don't truly know. You never know. You never know, dude. Like, things could already be in motion. People already could be scanning those. You know how much a case of that costs? It's pretty pricey now. And they might be going after those Altart Rayquaza, Altart Umbreons. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say a new guy got started with this scanning business, and he bought a scanner, cost him almost all his money, and he just got a little bit of money left. So he right now might be working on, you know, more affordable things, like boxes of Evolving Skies. You never know. You wrote the wrong name. What did I write? I wrote Matt Hedrick. Oh, my God. 6. Who do you think you are, 6? Matt Hansen. All right, let's grab this. It takes a lot of time to scan stuff. Does it, actually? Matt Hansen. I'm just saying, if only we could see everything that's ever been scanned, then we'd truly know. Like, they were scanning Jungle Pack, Fossil Pack, right? Well, I think those are cheaper than a box of Evolving Skies, aren't they? They're actually cheaper. Yeah, Evolving Skies box is actually more expensive than those things at this point. All right, next up we got Steven Coulson at 300 for Slabway. Slabway. Steven Coulson. Mr. Steven. Let's see. Here we are. Let's go down to 800. Ta-da! And he says 2 PokeBruhs. PokeBruh. How much for a reel on? The guy who got a cheap CT scanner actually fixed it up himself. How many can do that? Ooh. Imagine if you're able to CT scan an entire human, you could at least CT scan a human-shaped amount of cards, which is a lot. What? Yeah, I'm going to scan a gingerbread man. So 2 PokeBruhs. Let's see what you do here. 2 PokeBruhs. Okay, say Arena, Leafeon, Chandelure. That's a cold pack. What's this? Mew. Oh, you got 2 cold packs. All right, so this is a new thing in the PokeBruhs. We got cold packs in the PokeBruhs now. The PokeBruhs have changed into cold packs and hot packs as the style. All right, sorry about that. 2 cold packs. Mister could buy one. I could probably easily buy a CT. I'm like 99% sure I could buy one. I'd be curious to see what their price is, but yeah, I'm not doubting that I could buy one. I've seen how much medical equipment's cost before, and I could buy that too. So it is live customs. Here's a win. Oh wait, let's keep the box tilted this way. A 2, there we go. A 3, a 4, and a 5. Very nice. All right. There you go. Do you like that? We kind of changed it now so that it's a full-size box. Looking good. If they're illegal to own, why can they be listed on eBay? Wait, are they illegal to own? Ready? Hitmonchan. Mister, you can't buy one. It's illegal without the proper licensing. What? I didn't know that. That's some information. So Hitmonchan from the Live Customs. Oh, is it no rarity? Oh no, it's this lovely Tag 10 Hitmonchan. Here it is. You actually only needed, what was it, about 3 packs to pull this guy out, but you swept past him by 2 packs. Oh, so you see the danger of going deep. Going deep can be dangerous, but if you don't go deep enough, you might miss by 1. Difficult. There we go. Steven Coulson, drill the dumb DBZ card. Woo! All right. Drilling up the dumb DBZ card. Drilling up, drilling up. We're going to say, can I use this? Steven Coulson. Drilled on 8.24 at a price of $20. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of read it. But don't forget my Holo Shuffles. Oh, 12 Holo Shuffles as well. Okay, no problem. Let's get this drilling done real fast. I'm actually pretty grateful you drilled this, to be honest, because we've had this card for a while, and he's like so annoying to look at, and then nobody like wants him. It's weird. Ultimate minus energy Powerball. Alright, don't do that at home, kids. Oh, yeah. I also got some lint rollers for the first time. I want to try those out. You know, I got that vacuum cleaner, but I can't find the wire to recharge the vacuum cleaner. I don't know how to recharge the vacuum cleaner without that wire, so I got some lint rollers in the meantime. Okay. Rip Omega Shenron. He's a son of a bitch. Nobody wanted him for even 20 bucks. He's out of here, man. Awesome. Here, let's put this tag on him. We like to track how much has been drilled too lately. All right, let me get those rollers out. All right, how does a lint roller work? I've actually never used one. Whew. Another Christmas ornament. Okay. Ugh. Oh, so sticky. Ugh. So is that it? Nice. Our table gets really dusty from all the packs we open. I think the vacuum was better though. You know why? Because the vacuum could like suck up these little bits here. All right. That'll have to do it for now. So after you're done with that, you just peel it off. Oops. Hold on. Oh, nice. Okay. Like toilet paper almost. Ew, it's gross. There you go. And now the lint roller is ready to go again. That's cool. I like it. It's illegal to own a lint roller without proper licensing. That's right. Get it right, folks. Cool. Radiation is no joke. Using a CT scanner in a residential setting puts more than yourself at risk. It is federally regulated, and you will be fined and imprisoned. Scary. 12 Holo Shuffles. Here we are. So look at that. This old box used to be the Live Customs box. Now it's the Holo Shuffles box. Nice, right? 12 of these. You got it, man. So 3 to the back. 1, 2, 3. He says 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good luck. What are you going to pull here? Stephen Coulson. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11, 12. All right, cool. You want these holos? Let me know. Let me go grab your 2 pulls. You got Turdinator and Terrapagos. I think I know what those are because those were recently added. All right. Honestly, you did get some nice slabs, but I think we would have to call this a cold round because you would have been better off directly buying them. What that means is very similar to the other one, the Hitmonchan. It means that you pulled enough cards to clear that card, but you swept past it as well. There it is. The major offenders are Singapore and China for CT scanning. Really? You think that they're scanning out there and then shipping it back to the U.S. after it's done scanning? That's interesting. Stephen Coulson. Let's open up a lab like a business and get proper licensing for scanning cards. What do you guys think? We'll scan everything. And then I'll get cancer later in life, and it won't be worth it. I concur with the thim. 6 helps with my depression. 6, I'm telling you, man, you just sell a lock of your hair. Boom. We're in business. I'm in the money. There it is. All right. White women love cocaine, says Al. What are you talking about, Alex? Alex is talking like he's over here some kind of cocaine expert. Steven. Where's my ST box? Oh, there it is. White women. What are you talking about, man? Lead-lined boxes. Oh, my God. I ain't selling hair. Ah, all right. There we go. I think it would have been funny. It would have been for the culture. We can clone 6 and have it... Damn it. You're not supposed to say that part out loud. There we go. Speaking of... What do you guys think of that? They're cloning cats. If they can clone cats, why can't they clone humans? Something tells me they can clone humans. If you could pay to have a clone of yourself, would you do it? I'd do it in 2 seconds, dude. I would clone myself so fast. There we go. We've got Dragonite. You'd probably need some kind of, what do they call it? A woman who will carry a baby for a fee. So you probably need one of those. Terrapagos. The things I do to myself. Tell me why it's called Snow Bunny. Yeah, I don't know, Alex. All right. So, what's next? No clue. Jeff Leon, 2 PRB1. Oh, my God. Would never get cloned myself. This world couldn't handle 2 of me. Y'all didn't watch Jurassic Park. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Dude, I'd be so down to have a clone of myself. I'd be like, yo, little me. I'd be like, this is older version of you. I'm taking care of you. You're going to have all the cards. I mean, I'd pretty much, assuming that the clone was truly very similar to me, like brain-wise, I'd already know so much about the clone. I'd say, well, you're going to enjoy talking a lot, so we're going to get you a talking job. There you go. And I could rely on the clone to probably be pretty hardworking, too. There you go. It's like a more reliable human, actually. It's like you can predict who this human's going to be. Or actually what would be fascinating is if the human was not predictable, because that would prove that, you know, just your genetics don't determine who you are. Though I'm the kind of person that believes it's mostly genetic. All right. There we go. Alex loves toenails. Junk slabs, keep rotating. Here's some holos. Hey, that's not a junk slab. That's a Pop 18, PSA 10, Reverse Holo, Slowpoke from the Rocky Returns collection. Actually might be something you might want to look into getting a little bit more of. If they're coming out with the new Team Rocket set, that's going to highlight the older Team Rocket sets. There you go, Jeff Leon. The Dragonite 10, that's not bad either. The reason this graded 10 is because it is a 10. I saw the card before it went in. This is a really nice Dragonite Topps Vintage 10. This is yellow deck Wigglytuff. The only problem is I don't think there's a lot of Wigglytuff fans. This is a lot more subjective. This is Quip's drawing, her little hand-drawn drawing. It's already encapsulated, so encapsulation's like $25 per encapsulation. Also comes with a video that shows the drawing. You can actually scan this and watch it getting drawn. So it's pretty cool. Deontay is a junk slab. There we go. Clones would be treated subhuman. Bet on it. Slavery would be popping. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Jeff Leon. No, like if I cloned myself, I wouldn't let anyone treat my clone that way, and I'm not interested in slaving myself. So what would really happen is you'd get a lot of people who really like themselves going, do I want a mini-me? Hell yeah, dude. Give me a mini-me. And people would be like, we need to clone Elon Musk. So you'd get some of that. You know what I mean? David Velez, 1 Eevee box, 20 OP8. Okay, 1 Eevee Heroes and 20 packs of OP8. Is that right? We are. I'd make mine go to work for me. Okay, very nice. Well, your clone would be like much younger than you. It'd be a kid and a baby and all those other things, right? So they can clone cats, guys. If they can clone cats, they can clone humans. Simple. If they can clone cats, they can clone humans. We're the same, you know, we're made out of proteins and all that other crap. It's not like we're made out of totally different chemical compounds, you know? I guarantee you they can clone humans at this point. I want one. I want a mini me, just like in Austin Powers. I want a mini me. There you go. Sneep. I want a replicant. Give me my replicant. I would treat my clone like poo. Lol. There you are. Oh, okay, I don't think of that. I retract my statement. Sneeping this snip. All right. No, I'm talking about, like, in reality, like, they could actually make a clone, but it would, you know, they would have to get a surrogate, and you'd be starting from the baby age and all that. I'm not talking about, like, walking to a machine and then two of you walk out of the machine. That's too sci-fi. But yeah, if clones are a thing, hell yeah, dude, I'm totally down. I would be simultaneously jealous and judgmental. It would be the China IL clone issue. They would just want to have sex all the time. What are you talking about, dude? Weird, man. All right, here goes. I'd be telling my clone, we're going to rule the world. And the clone would be like, hell yeah. There you go. And then we'd probably collect Pokemon cards. All right, here's Swampert. There you go. You start teaching your clone how to be CEO of your business. Oh, my God. Could you imagine something better than that? I actually can't think of something better than that. And if you were born and you were told you're an exact replica of this person, how does that, you know, affect your psyche? You go, that's me. And you can study yourself, the older version of yourself, and be like, okay, here's what's working, here's what's not working. Here are the pitfalls to avoid. And, you know, so it'd be really fascinating. That could be the future, man. Clones. God, that'd be cool. Here we are. We got Leafeon. Mister's clone would kill him to acquire the Charizards. That's what I'm saying, man. And then when he's stabbing me to death, I'd be like, good job or something like that. I'd be like, you've passed the test. You've truly become me. Here we are. Would you be legally responsible for your clone? Well, I assume you would be responsible for until the clone's 18, right? Just like any parent. It's just that the baby was made without another person. It was made with only one person's DNA. Science still leans towards a mixture of nurture versus nature. Your clone is not going to be you. That's what they say. Okay, but honestly, I think they say that to make you feel good. I honestly think it's more nature than nurture, right? I honestly believe that. I think it's more nature than nurture. All right. Oh, picking up an Espeon. All right. Espeon. I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's like maybe 75-25. Cold. Mr. Clones are all fun and games until they want to overtake your life and everything in it. Well, if there's an 18-year gap, or in my case, a 35-year gap between you and your clone, that's not even a problem. Like, I hope they take over my life. Let's see, 18 years from 35 is like 53. So 18-year-old ready to take over all my stuff, I'd be like, yeah, take over. I'm retiring. I'm out of here. I'm a fat old guy. Since we're on clone talk, let's do the tiny Hitler clone debate. What if you are the clone and the original is watching the stream? South Park did the clone thing with Stan. Here we are. Yo! Look at that. David Velez. Now, he needs 20 OP8 as well. Let's get that 20 OP8. I think I need to stand up and go get more OP8 from the other room. Ah, here they are. I couldn't find them. They were in this room. I brought them in here. So stupid of me. Here, hold on, let me get these boxes out of my way. There we go, all right. 20 of these. Okay, and we need this. Clone plus brain swap surgery. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're at 13. This is OP1. You don't get this. Not even supposed to be there. It's supposed to be in the other box. There you go. You know, I don't think brain swapping works, guys, because your brain actually deteriorates like any other organ. So you have an 80 or 85-year-old brain. You know, you'll be. Let's say you put your fresh brain into a young body. Not gonna save you from old age. You know, like for example, you can take Joe Biden's brain and put it into a young man's body, but it's not gonna fix his old brain. You got an old brain. You're old. Ugh. Old people. Not sure if clones are good for anyone's mental health. One of you would have to observe the other being more successful. What? How's that any different from kids? It's no different from kids. All right. Besides, the whole point of me cloning myself would be to have myself inherit everything. I'd be like, you're me. Become everything I failed to become. And please, inherit all of my money so that you start the game at a better starting point. There we go. Dude, that'd be the ultimate win right there. A perfect clone of yourself. That'd be insane. I'd be like, you're starting the game over, and I've got you further than the starting point. So this time, I'm going to pass all my knowledge down to you, and you can go continue to get out there and struggle and be wild. And there we go. All right. 4 ass. 4 ass. What? What is he saying? Let's see. The clone is your kid. Like baseball says, you just have kids the normal way. Lol. Here we are. Oh, I know you can have kids. But what's interesting about kids is you're mixing, right? So if you mix genes with another human being, the kid is now half of that other human being. And if you have a clone, it's purely yourself. So it's just your own genes. All right? So you get 2 different kinds of kids. One kid is purely you. The other kid is half you. Isn't that interesting? So let's say clones became a normal. Like you could just go to the store and get set up with the clone. I think clones would be massively popular. We are. All right. For the same reason that a lot of marriages fail, people don't like each other that much. They like themselves better. Your kid is 50-50. Your clone is like 7-5-25. You need to watch season 1. No, I remember season 1 of South Park. I remember. Mephisto. Here we are. My man's about to hit his own Cell Sega arc. Perfect mister. Imagine dreaming of cloning yourself. Just have a kid. No, I'm open-minded to having kids, too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like an either or. You can do both. Here we are. But yeah, a clone of yourself is really fascinating. Imagine you could clone like 100 Elon Musks, for example, right? And it's just purely Elon Musk's exact genetic mixture. Wouldn't that be fascinating? There you go. Because genes are random until they're not, you know, when they formed the exact person that you are. So if you could just replicate those exact genetic basic components, people who seem to be particularly good at something or another, maybe they would just continue to be good at that. Right, okay, like take like a top, who was that top football player? Tom Brady? Imagine Tom Brady could create a Tom Brady clone. How crazy would that be? There we go. And why wouldn't he want to do that? And I think it would make people annoyed if he did that, like, hey! But that's, to me, that's the sign that it's a competitive thing to do. When other people get offended by it, is because they can probably see there's some sort of inherent advantage to being able to create a clone of yourself, and they don't like it. They go, I don't like that. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! All right, flip that around. Mr. David Velez. 1 box of Eevee Heroes, 20 packs of One Piece OP8, which, by the way, is on sale for $3 a pack. This is some TikTok level of science conversation. That's right. TikTok's where all the good conversations are had. So many Trump interviews. Unless it's 100% clone, it's just a kid that looks like Musk. What about the X-Files with the warehouse full of headless chickens? Mister, you're to pay more attention in math class in college. Wouldn't the mind-brain be different? You cannot replicate memories and consciousness. That's a great thing to study, actually. So if we actually created genetic clones, we would get a chance to see how different we are from each other, right? And we can actually put that nature versus nurture test to the test. We can see how different they turn out from each other. You know, if you created a clone and that clone roughly had a similar IQ to you and they had similar successes, similar interests, similar taste in women, similar, like, you look the same over time, you know, it would just prove that we're mostly genetic. And because, of course, you'd be having very different experiences in life, but you might behave very precisely the same. And that's been an argument. The psychologists, they want to argue that, oh, no, it's how you're treated that makes you who you are. And the neurosurgeons go, no, it's mostly just your neurons. You know, what set of brain matter you're born with, and that's it. Also, this idea that maybe the clone would be exactly you because you've got like genetic mutations and all that stuff that occurs over your lifetime, as I think it's called genetic expression, as your body picks certain genes to replicate over others. So it's all interesting stuff, but yeah, I mean, if you don't experiment with it, you'll never know. So you got to experiment with it. 6 Corrupted wants a Pokebruh. Miss 6. I'm here. I just don't like people. Aren't our thoughts technically stored on a cloud? That's right. All right, what'd you get, 6? Very nice. Beautiful card. Miss 6. Sylveon VMAX. Hey, that's not bad. All right. Genetics isn't everything, but twin studies have all pointed to genetics being a more important factor over nurturing. Here we are. All right. Yeah, and twins aren't even, like, perfectly alike. They're often slightly different. There we go. Nature versus nurture doesn't matter. It's the haves and the have-nots. Let's clone crazy people. What? All right. So after 6, we've got Jeff Leon. 2 PRB1s. Where are my PRB1s at? Here we are. 6, did you see that? You pulled Sylveon VMAX alternative art. That's actually like a big pull. Did you guys catch that? 6 just pulled this out of the PokeBruhs. Damn. That's pretty good, 6. That's the English one, too. 6 goes, what? Yeah, that was in your PokeBruh. All right, 2 PRB1s, 2 Hidden Trials. Hidden Trials. 2 from Nightmares. From Nightmares. Ta-da! All right. Of course she did. Females get the CT scan packs. It's all a conspiracy! 6 made a smart purchase. She saw those cold PokeBruhs come out, and she said, I'm getting me a PokeBruh. I love the PokeBruhs. Well, it's just an experiment. We don't know what they'll do in the future, but that was an experiment with the PokeBruhs. It's that sort of style. Here goes Jeff Leon. Mister always gives 6 the good pulls. If only that was true. The truth is 6 actually gets quite a lot of cold pulls. Yeah, she's pretty patient. She gets the cold ones, and then she just goes, eh. Okay, what do we have here? We've got Maro Luso. Ooh. How about this? We've got Bahamut. Okay, and Edgar and Rifia. That's it, Mr. Jeff. No signatures in there. We don't have any clips tonight. No clips tonight. We need a clip. Poor Mike said he's going to run out of things to edit. And before 6 orders, more PokeBruhs. Lady Luck be on my side. Luck be a lady tonight. Boo-boo-boo-boo. Joshua Wagner says 5 of the Hidden Trials. Joshua Wagner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. We love 6 and her auburn flowing locks. Iron Golem. Here's Cubone, and here's Dialga, and here's Jigglypuff, and here's Lieutenant Surge's Ratatata. Okay, ooh. How much to pre-grade that sucker? I would say $4 or something, maybe? I mean, I could probably just look at it. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Little people wouldn't cost much to feed, I think. Flip it around. All right, so it looks a little fat on the bottom 6. Otherwise, it looks very good. I would argue it looks like it could easily slap a 9. So I don't know what a 9 Sylveon goes for, but I'm betting it goes for quite a lot more than $20. Also probably good for just putting in your folder. You said you're a folder collector, right? Here's Noctis. Here's Gobez. Here's Narashima. Here's Bryanak, Vincent, and Azul. Oh, crazy. Free Palestine, free. I hear they're going to have some protesters at the DNC. The Democrat National Convention is probably going to have some Palestinian protester things going on, and they're talking about how disruptive it could be. Joshua Wagner. I almost called you Magmar. All right. Let's clone humans for food, because cloned cows fart too. What? All the things you could imagine us doing, and people dream of the silliest things. People are so misinformed. Free? I'll take it. Who's Palestine, and why are they locked up? Free my boy Palestine. Rafael Gonzalez. 2 PokeBruhs, 1 live custom. Rafael Gonzalez. Oops. Shoop. That's a cold live custom. Sorry. But you're not done. You've got this PokeBruh. Now, I suspect it's not going to be a hot PokeBruh, but I could be wrong. Oh, he said 2 of them. Okay, let's see what happens. A Pikachu, Energy Switch, Regieleki, Chestnut, Rhyperior, Mawile, Primarina, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Pikachu, Lugia, Onix, Radiant Alakazam, Altaria, Unknown V, Radiant Jirachi. Well, I mean, they were kind of stuffed with things. All right. That's a lot of cards, I would say, for $40. Pal World is a game, a.k.a. Palestine World. Free Pal. Oh, it all makes sense now. Well, with the size ratio of going bigger is not possible, why not smaller? They would have to develop body hair to keep warm, though. Huh? What? I think they already have Palestine zoos. Let's clone a midget Palestine zoo. What are you guys talking about, man? There we go. Whew. Here's Galvantula. Ooh, Galvantula. Scyther, PSA 9, $75. Holographic, gorgeous. Glalie 9, reverse holo, only $35. So this is from Plasma Blast, and take a look at that, guys. Really cool, right? It's actually pretty neat. That's only $35. There's Teamwork Makes the Dream Work, and here's a Dreadnought for $20. Tiny humans, Mr. Giant people can't exist because the body fails, but action figure-sized people is possible. Oh, nah, why would anyone want to be tiny? I mean, it's hard enough to go dating when you're a little person. Probably have a really small pool of people to choose from. Next up, we've got Cake. All right, we got Mr. Miguel Vasquez, $20 toward his Slabway. And after that, we have nobody in queue. Well, this has been a great Saturday night. I had a lot of fun. Bye, guys. This goes down to $60. I'm kidding. After that, we got David Velez, 10 OP8, 2 151s. What kind of 151s? What was the language type of the 151s? There's Korean, Japanese, and English. 10 OP8s, David Velez. Like Dr. Evil's Mini-Me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, 10 of these. So you sent in $10 each. That sounds like English. Yeah, English. Okay, English. Sometimes a Palestine is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you will be. Free, haha. It's not a bad joke. All right, here we are. Ta-da! All right. Man, they got their Middle Eastern war. Sucks, man. Sucks. The whole world's always fighting over something. Ready? I think what makes me sad about the Middle Eastern War is that I think it's largely rooted in religious differences. You know, the two religions can't live with each other. There you go. Blublazor, very nice. Yeah, the two religions don't like each other. And I think that's the root of a lot of the fighting. Very good. All right. What we got? Okay, sniffing this. Yep, because no one wins. Inefficient allocation of resources. I stamp thee with the inefficiency stamp. Not what we should be doing with money. Humans should be inventing medicines, building sexier vehicles, or cheaper homes, or something that actually matters. Oh, you got the pastry chef. She put a little frosting on your cake. Wait. What? All right, let's see what we got here. We got Holo. Do any religions like each other? I bet you the Buddhists get along with a lot of people. I mean, I think the Christians get along the best with people because that could be not truthful. Actually, a study could show that Christians don't get along well with others. But again, the Christians sort of have this concept of you'll be judged and the kingdom's in heaven, right? And turn the other cheek and that kind of stuff. So the Christian religion sets a sort of precedent for people to get along with each other. There you go. All right, this is very different from the other two religions because you have sort of like, you know, within Judaism, you have sort of like the chosen people and the non-chosen people, and that is probably not super popular. And I think they do something like that in Islam too. In Islam, it's sort of like, hey, you're going to submit to the will of Allah, or we're going to have to fight. One or the other. Which one do you want? And Christianity is more like turn the other cheek. God will be the judge. It's all going to happen later in the afterworld. And so that's a recipe for calmness, in my opinion. There we go. All right, David Velez. All right, David. Mr. David. Ta-da! What we got? Ooh. Not that I'm siding with Palestine, but a destabilized country opens a lot of issues. Probably why Hamas exists there in the first place. Time to snipe, says Kendo. Look out! He's got a rifle! All right. Next up, we got 6 Corrupted Art, PokeBruh, and Paldea Evolved Blister to give away. 6, you shouldn't. She's so nice. So 6 is giving away a blister pack tonight. Okay. Let's grab one of these. Ugh. 1 free blister. Okay. Grabbing this. What are we sniping? Baseball is like golf, both made for women and old people. Baseball? I don't even watch a lot of baseball, and I know that's not true. Baseball is just as athletic as the other sports. Hitting that 100-mile-an-hour ball, getting hit in the face with a 100-mile-an-hour ball. Yeah, right, dude. They're just athletic in different ways, I suppose. Golf's definitely not that athletic, but golf's really interesting because it's about accuracy. So it's not as challenging physically, although there is some physical demand to it. It's not perfectly non-physical, right? Right, like if you want to talk about a non-physical, sport, maybe like bowling ball or something, I don't know. But there's a little bit of athleticism to golf. You know, you got your swing, you got to hit that ball like a million miles away. Why are there fat baseball players, though? Well, there's fat football players, right? Like the linebackers. But they're like, they're really tough. But in baseball, you got to run so fast, or you got to be throwing the ball at 100 miles an hour, or hitting a ball that's thrown at you at 100 miles an hour. So it's one of those things. All right, let me set up the giveaway. Gold is boring to watch. Golf is boring to watch. Yeah, I have to agree with that. I don't watch it. All right, it's ready. It's good to go. Type in 6 to be in the giveaway. The Bible states 3,000. Eli is the length from elbow to end of hand. Do the math. The Bible wouldn't lie. What? Technique requires hours. Any craft in the sports realm, I'm sure, is demanding at the top level. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Same with bowling. Like, bowling requires a little bit of energy, but I think bowling's probably easier than golfing, because bowling, you can just, like, sit down waiting your turn with the ball. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that. With bowling, you just get strong enough to roll your ball over and over, and then you're done, right? And then you can, like, sit down and wait your turn. Golf, I mean, you're standing, you're walking. I guess somebody else carries your golf club. No, I don't think golf is very demanding. But that swing, you know, that swing is really high-intensity aim. I guess you could argue bowling is, too. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think is more demanding, golf or bowling? I suspect golf is slightly more demanding. I mean, bowling's indoors. All right, and you don't have to climb in any sandbanks or up any hills or anything like that. You just kind of sit down until it's your turn to stand up for a second. Miniature golf is king. Don't forget the PokeBruh. 6, you know I would never forget the PokeBruh. All right, here we are. Everyone knows I'm the type that never forgets the PokeBruh. All right. Ready? What we got here? Golf, because you can throw out your back. So here's a Rocket Admin, Glalie, Deoxys, Professor Research, PokeBruh. Oh, that's cool, man. You got a little Ditto Pokemon Go, you got a little Gray Ninja, and you got a Blastoise. Wow. I thought that pack was going to suck. I thought it was a bad pack. All right, cool. Uh-huh. Shibling. All right. Very good. Joshua Wagner, 5 of the Hidden Trials. 1, 2, 3, 4. France decided it. I think America. 6 is a slave to PokeBruh. I think all other sports should allow little carts to drive them around the boring parts, even bowling. Bathroom break? Drive a golf cart. Driving a golf cart sounds fun, man. I've never owned a golf cart or driven around. Sounds like a cool life. Imagine. How hard is your life if all you gotta do is drive a golf cart around? I think I was hearing a report that people who live the longest tend to play racket sports. How cool is that? That's the favorite sport for people with a long life is racket sports, like tennis, badminton, ping pong, table tennis. There we go, squash. I'd really like to get into indoor badminton. Have you guys seen the Olympics badminton? It was insane to watch. They made it look so cool. I always thought badminton was like that game you played as a kid because your mom bought you a $20 badminton set. And you know, we did that as kids. We set that up, played with it in the yard. Sometimes the neighbors came over. Didn't think much about it. But if you ever watch like the Olympic badminton, like competitive badminton, it looks so crazy, dude. Like they hit that freaking birdie so fast. And you realize, ooh, look at that. Pulling the lightning hollow, Joshua. Nice. When you're watching, you realize how complicated it looks to hit the birdie with your tiny racket. Because the racket, it's really long, but you only get like this much space to hit the racket on. The actual head of the badminton racket's tiny. So I'm watching them play this game where the birdie's moving at really high speed. They're like spiking it and everything. They're like jumping up in the air to spike the birdie. And somehow the defending team's able to return it at like, you know, a million miles an hour is getting returned. Yeah, you guys got to watch that sometime. Actually, I might have a video of it if you guys want to watch it. You guys watch competitive badminton? It's something I never heard of before. You know, there's all this stuff about pickleball right now, and I've watched some pickleball, and I actually played a little pickleball, but badminton looks really interesting. Joshua Wagner. Let's grab your bag. Ta-da! He trying to get that Siggy. I'm still waiting for my cards. Been checking daily. Oh, nice. There we go. Olympic ping pong is cool too. Oh, yeah, I've watched a lot of that. So give me a second. I might actually have a video of them playing badminton. You guys give me a second. I'd love to show you. Hold on. If I saved it somewhere. I didn't save it. Boo. Maybe I just search it real fast. Probably something like this. All right, check this out. All right.
Far more confidence than they did at the start of game one. They were down 6-0.
This is Olympic badminton. Look how high this guy jumps.
Here they are in game two, applying pressure. Nice cut drop.
You hear like their rackets hit the ball so hard, it sounds like a whip.
And it continues.
Look how high they jump in the air to be able to spike it.
Diving attempt. Finally put away by Wong.
That's cool, man. I'd never seen that before. I didn't realize it was a thing, really. I mean, I'd heard about it, but I'd never really paid that much attention. The way they're leaping like 10 feet in the air to spike the birdie, and I like how it's sort of like indoors, kind of like ping pong. It kind of changes the nature of it, because I always thought of badminton as like an outdoor sport. But yeah, I mean, if you're taking it like more competitively, seriously, and it's played indoors, it sounds really cool. All right, so next up we got David Velez, 20 OP8s. You got it. Mister, is that Alex? He says, new Chris Chan body cam footage leaked. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 of these. Let me go get some more. Took your shot. What'd I miss? You just missed a badminton match. All right. Yeah, what'd you guys think of that? Was that cool? I thought it was cool. Chris Chan did nothing wrong. It's trending on Twitter. Describe it to us. What happened? What happened in it, Alex? I forgot how many we counted here. 3, 6, 7. So we need 13 more. I used to play badminton in high school. Haha. Oh, that's so cool. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was just as cool as any other physically difficult skilled thing to do. Yeah, and what's fascinating is you didn't expect that to come from badminton because no one talks about it. Badminton's like this sport no one cares about. Yeah, it's just weird. I always thought of it as like this outdoor thing. But it's kind of like ping pong, isn't it? It's just not ping pong. Same idea, right? You got a little paddle, you hit the ball back and forth. There we go. All right, it actually looked more fun than pickleball to me, which we might see pickleball at the Olympics one day. New Lorado. Haven't seen it yet. Oh. Here. We want women's beach volleyball. Yeah, women's volleyball has been, in my opinion, getting a lot of attention. There you go. On the subject of women's sport, it's kind of an interesting thing because, you know, men complain about women. Oh, why would I watch women's basketball? They can't dunk, blah, blah, blah. But volleyball, I guess guys like to watch volleyball. I'm not sure. I think it's got to just be because the girls are basically in their bikinis. That's it. Which, as crude and sexist and crass as that sounds, it's like if I was a businessman betting on which sport would sell a lot of tickets, well, the sport where the girl's going to be wearing some sort of like scantily clad bikini bottom, I'm going with that one. As a betting man, as a gambling man, I'm going to bet on that one. I'll be like, which of the sports do the girls wear the least clothing? Volleyball? All right, I'm betting that's the successful one. Here we are. It's just because you're going to get, you know, probably the same number of female watchers no matter what. But the male watchers are going to tune in for bikini ball. Yo! Sex sells. Yep, it's better to just admit that that's the way the world works and move on. There you go. It's like that's how it works. Ooh. Aha. All right. Oh, we got to check the second card too in the pack. We always do. In case it's a little bonus. Okay. My heart sells for you guys. Here's Sexy Grandma. Nice. Okay. Okay. In the Olympic volleyball matches, the Muslim girls had to wear full-body clothing. Seems like a disadvantage, doesn't it? Here we are. All right. Here's holos. Here's some holos. Here's a holo. Ooh. I always find that curious, you know, the hijab and all that, because the girls always say, well, this is our choice, we want to wear it. But it's like any country where girls didn't grow up being forced to hide their faces and hide their hair, none of the girls get, like, super interested in doing that. They go, no way, dude. Actually, there'd be a big revolt if something like that happened. Hey, all you girls, yeah? Remember how you used to show your faces and your hair? You're not allowed to anymore. Yeah, there'd be there'd be a big problem with that. So I always have a hard time believing that it was their original idea to hide their faces and their hair, because no other country, it doesn't matter where you're from, Africa, India, Asia, Europe, the United States, nowhere else do women want to do those things. Women love to show their hair off, and especially if they're pretty, right? There we go. Which is the whole purpose of the hijab or burqa or whatever it's called. The purpose of it is to especially hide you if you're good looking. Like, whoa, wait a second, you can't go out there if you're good looking. Hold on. Yeah, tuck that away a little bit. This is our choice. We want to do it. We would also be beheaded, but we want to do it too. Yeah, I don't know about beheaded, but yeah, it's really not acceptable in their culture to go against it, I think. And so it's hard to believe that it's their original idea. It's like, well, I don't know, dude. And actually, there might be a couple places where maybe they would be beheaded. So, like, you know, somewhere out there in some ISIS camp, if it still exists somewhere, yeah, they might actually get beheaded somewhere like that. All right. Actually, let me split you into 2 bags, Mr. David, because they are pretty extreme about that stuff. All right. Breakdancing, it's cool. If you don't like breakdancing, you're just not a fun person. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would rather watch professional darts than breakdancing. Oh, come on, man. Breakdancing's awesome. David Velez. 8.24. It's like, it's more physically demanding than regular dancing, you know? It requires more skill, more athleticism. It makes a lot of sense for breakdancing to make it into the Olympics. It's kind of a shame that the one girl brought so much scrutiny and ridicule to it. Here's a them 3 PRB1s. You got it, Mr. Them. Are they taking breakdancing out for the... Yeah, they are. I'm not 100% sure why, but it would be pretty... I don't think it's because the ray gun girl did so badly, but if it was because she did really badly, that's crazy. But I don't think that's the reason why. I think it's some other reason. Don't want to sound like a pervert, but the female form is one of the most aesthetic things to behold. Oh, perverted status accomplished. I don't want to sound like a pervert, but I get so aroused looking at women and behold their hips and their bosoms. Well, come on, dude. Let's see. Even heterosexual women love the female form. There we go. I think what he means is even heterosexual men love other men. Baseball is coming back to Olympics. Do I need to watch that, girl? I heard about it, but I don't want to. You haven't watched the Ray Gun saga? I think I've watched every single Ray Gun video on the internet. It's hilarious, dude. Oh man, Ray Gun's really fascinating. So it turns out she's like in her 30s. She's a professor or something like that. Very cool. But she's sort of like a professor of liberal arts. You know, it's kind of like gender studies and stuff like that, right? So she gets into breakdancing with her husband, and I guess she gets selected to go to the Olympics and represent Australia. She's so bad at it, dude. She doesn't do any cool moves. She's like a lame soccer mom or something like that. She just doesn't got it. She doesn't got the spice, you know? The spice, the mamma mia. She doesn't got it. But, okay, so after she has her embarrassing bid on the Olympics, she makes it worse by complaining later. She kind of defends herself, and she says, oh, you're all bullying, you know. Oh, tell the investigative journalist to stop harassing my friends and my family and the whole breakdance community or something like that. So her language is obviously a language of no lack. I'm sorry, a lack of self-awareness. A lack of self-awareness. And it's like, the whole world is telling you that you did a bad job and then it looked really silly. It's negative. We get that, but, you know, you got to play it off with a bit of a laugh. But she didn't do that. She kind of took it badly. You could tell in the way that she, you know, presents herself anytime she is interviewed that she's kind of upset about how the world saw her and thought about her. Hathim. So, in other words, in her mind, she was a really good dancer. That's what's so mind-blowing about it, is she had a much better view of herself and maybe still does. Mister still talking about ray guns. Simp, 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 simp. Law, I just knew the mean back breakdancer woman in the other videos. Okay, I'll go watch this. It's pretty funny. I've watched a lot of videos. Like, I watched her interviews. I watched videos of the girls she competed against where they danced way better than her, but somehow she was chosen to go, which makes no sense. And then I watched the videos of her husband breakdancing. If you haven't seen her husband breakdancing, you start to get an idea of where their dance moves come from. They kind of came up with it together. Either she gave him her dance moves, or he gave her his dance move. Either way, they're terrible looking, just really bad looking dance moves. And it's just hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. She slept her way to the Olympics technically. I don't know about that. Raising Cane backfired and now my children are at the pool. Did you know this was the 33rd Olympics? 33-degree Masons? What are you talking about? Rich white women with too much time on their hands. Well, I don't know about too much time on their hands, but definitely she had an inflated ego. Because, again, she didn't, like, laugh and say, yeah, I suck. She should have said that. She should have said, yeah, I suck, and I was drunk when I went dancing. That would have been clever. But instead, she kind of took it in a sort of offended way. She sounded offended that people were making fun of her. Because she thought, well, people better stop harassing me and the greater breakdancing community. Like, what are you talking about, dude? They're not making fun of the greater breakdance community, just you. All right, let's give away some spots on this giveaway. I've watched so much footage. I've watched people who are now replicating her moves, but making them look way better. So you realize more and more it's just her. She just doesn't have the snappiness. She doesn't have the muscle or something. She doesn't have the rhythm. I don't know. But so, you know, people replicating her moves. I got to see a lot of good breakdancer who are also women. And it just made no sense. None of it made any sense. Like, why did she go to the Olympics? How did she get sent? How did she get chosen? Okay, Loopy Matcha. This is for a free blister pack provided by 6. You have to type 6 into the live chat. And so if you're new to this, you have to type this into the live chat to have a chance to win, okay? That's a giveaway. All right. She was like a fish out of water. She was on the committee that selected who went to the Olympics. She chose herself. Now, I heard that was a rumor and actually not true. Either way, they were both bad. Flop, flop, lol. The memes are the best. ESPN has national cornhole championships. Reagan dancing is a smokescreen for what's happening in the U.S. What? Let's see. Read Mister says at them. What am I reading? Oh, ray gun dancing is a smokescreen for what is really happening in the U.S. Her husband was on the committee and judge. Yeah, Alan Ruiz, I heard that was an online rumor, and it's not true. He was not a judge. Her husband was not a judge. This has been confirmed. If you pull the fish from the giveaway, don't forget me. Oh, yeah. 6 is sweating, man. She thinks the fish might be in there. I'm going to put you on the list, 6, so that you have a chance to win your own giveaway. There you go. What do you think of this, 6? All right, there you go. Just in case, because, you know, if you get selected and there's a fish in it, that's just God meant for it to happen that way. All right, what's next? What's next? We've got David Velez, 20 more, OP8. He says the last 20. I don't know, David. You might have to go 20 deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 of these. Okay. If I win and pull the fish, I will give it to you 6. Wait, I already forgot how many we counted over there. I'm so dumb. David going deep. Did he just use the G word? Yeah, no using the G word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And 20. There it goes. It's my own giveaway. 6 always gets in as usual. It's my giveaway, and I'll get in if I want to. If I win, I would not give it to you, 6, but I will thank you. Snip that. All right. Okay, snipping this. Okay, snipping this. Anime needs to be in the Olympics. Anime voice acting needs to be in the Olympics. Oni-chan! Here we are. Drill the fish. We could do something like that. Here's a holo. Rat. Holo. Holo. This a guy. Oh, yeah. The guy with the horns. He looks tough. Pokemon Championship. Pokemon. Pokemon. Some holos. Oh. Here's the typical Pokemon card collector build. Okay, very good. Dog girl. Why do you not have interest in trophy cards? I think they're ugly. Everyone else assigns all this value to them, and I'm not interested in a single one. Let me put it this way. Let's say I had $1 million, and I could buy $1 million trophy card, or I could buy like 4 first edition base set Charizards. Every single time, I'm going to choose 4 base set Charizards. Every single time. Like, yeah, like the trophy Pikachu, that's the best one, right? With the what do they call it? Illustrator? Nope. If I had to spend $5 million on Illustrator Pikachu versus $5 million gobbling up all the first edition base set Charizards, I'm going to get the base set Charizards. They're just way better. There we go. Illustrator Pikachu is ugly, man. It's not even a good-looking card. I feel like there's these guys who do own the card, and they just kind of weave up this web of how good it is. And then, you know, some dopey guy like Logan Paul comes along and buys it, and all of a sudden, the rumor's true. It's so good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if I was Logan Paul, I would have just kept buying the first edition base set Zards up. I'd have bought all the Zards. Which maybe he can't do that. So maybe he said, okay, what can I do? You know, maybe he can't get all those Charizards because other guys already own them, and they say, no way. Like, I already sold you one. I don't want to sell you anymore. There you go, Jeff Leon. Ta-da! Thanks for the polls. Headed to bed. See you later, Mr. David Velez. Elon Musk is going to buy Disney and unwoke them. Nah, never going to happen. He doesn't have enough money for that. No way. Disney's a big company, man. Here's Magneton. It'll happen on its own. Like, you know, this new Snow White's coming out. It's not going to make any money. Probably going to lose a little bit of money. And people are going to get fired. They're going to be like, look, you got to make us money. So, yeah, you know, it'll change on its own over time, I think. Here's 6. Should be going after the Snap promo. Yeah, there's so much stuff to buy. And you can put $5 million into this or $5 million into that. The question is, why would you buy a $5 million ugly trophy card? Which, by the way, he has to go find a buyer for that now. You know, so we all think of it as worth $5 million, right? Because, sure, he paid $5 million for it. He has to find another human being now that will pay $5 million for it. And I think he's going to struggle to find someone. I really do. I think he might have overpaid. Here's Nathan Gordon, 4 Paldean Fates and 30 Slabway. You got it. Nathan Gordon, welcome. Anyways, it's not up to me to decide what's valuable. It's up to the market. So if Logan Paul determines that that's the most valuable thing to own, good for Logan Paul. But as for me, I'm doing quite well avoiding the trophy cards. There's a lot of other cards to collect in the hobby, and they go up pretty well. So, Paldean Fates, which is this stuff over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think it would be the opposite. I think Disney would try and buy Elon. They bought almost everything else. Oh, bought almost everything else. It's baffling how Disney is breakneck speed running going into collapse, making me think there is some funny business going on. Look, Disney represents a gigantic consumer base. So even if you don't like all of their ideas around LGBTQ, around transsexuality, around strong feminist heroes, something like 50% of the population loves it. Okay, so there's the other 50% of the population that no matter what will continue buying their stuff. And I think what Disney has to do is focus on making brand new content. I'm so tired of the same, you know, what are they called? Intellectual properties or something like that. I'm so tired of like, it's remake of this, remake of that, remake. How about something original? How about something new and original? I'd love to see that. I'd like to see Disney make up some new stuff. Like Toy Story was brand new. They need to do some new stuff. And then as for like woke versus conservatism, they should just cut down the middle. Isn't that the best strategy? The best strategy is to go right down the middle and try to appease both groups and get as much... Oh! Nathan Gordon pulling the beautiful shiny Mew. Check that out, everybody. Wow, that's so adorable. I like this drawing style. Do you guys like this sort of like chibi drawing style? Man, if I could learn to draw that way, I could draw you guys some cards up. Look how cute that is. Congratulations. What a snipe, man. Beautiful. Toad's cool. All right. They may love it, but they ain't buying. 50%, maybe 15%. New Pixar movie called Hopper's coming. Go woke, go broke. Well, right. If you go too far in one direction politically, you're going to lose half your audience. And that's how it is. I mean, there's a lot of Muslim children, a lot of Jewish children, a lot of Christian children. And those parents, you know, because religious people actually have children, right? So I know it's very popular right now for people who do not have a religious affiliation to say, I'm never having children or something like that, right? Religious people do have children. And then they pop the children out and they really believe in their gods and stuff like that. And they say, hey, my God doesn't want my child to be sexualized and interested in gender and stuff like that and all this. They need to grow up and do what I did. My daughter needs to grow up and get pregnant. My son needs to grow up and be a husband and a father. They need to have kids like I did. So they're not interested in any of that. The homosexual stuff or the transsexual stuff, they're not interested in any of that. For some of them, it's like a sin, right? Like in the Bible, I think there was Sodom and Gomorrah and it got like destroyed, right? All right, Nathan Gordon. So for them, it's highly offensive. And they go, I'm not exposing my children to this. You're going to mess with my children's propaganda. You're going to mess with my children's beliefs. I don't want my children propagandized too. I just want them to watch Beauty and the Beast. I want them to watch a little old fairy tale that doesn't really do any of that propagandizing. Although you might argue that it does. That it reinforces certain stereotypes. Old stereotypes that aren't agreed with anymore. Nathan Gordon. But the battle over the culture is a big deal, you know. Let's see. And I'm looking for a Nathan Gordon box. Did he have a box? Nathan Gordon. I'm not seeing a Nathan Gordon box. Let me keep looking over here. So there's a bit of a fight that goes on for the culture itself. You know, whose culture is the good culture. And let's see. The people who actually have children, a lot of them don't want any of this stuff. Nathan says, I got a bag. Let me move this darn thing. Hold on. There it goes. Okay, so that's out of the way now. And then he's got a bag. Oh, it's right here. Okay, weird. It's in the overflow box. Why is it in the overflow box? Okay, so you got two bags right here, Nathan. And we're going to put you in the end box after this, all right? Wow, what a nice pull. Congratulations, dude. That's really lucky tonight. Throwing Disney off the rooftop in Palestine. It's funny seeing people think Disney is failing. They literally just made a new Deadpool movie that grossed over $1 billion. But the Disney movie Deadpool ironically stayed away from, politically correct messaging. It's the exact opposite. Their messaging is not politically correct. So people say the formula that they used for Deadpool shows that people want funny and good movies, but they don't want to be propagandized to, and they don't want their children propagandized to. Do you see? They are. In fact, they were talking about this. They were talking about how the fact that Deadpool did so well is bringing greater scrutiny to parts of Disney where the writers or the directors are more about the political messaging than about making a funny or enjoyable movie. There you go. In the Deadpool movie, he's constantly pooing on Disney. Now, I wouldn't know that. I haven't watched any Disney movies in a while. That is because I'm an all-the-way grown-up adult and not that interested. So, we're all done with Mr. Nathan. And I'm not super big on superhero movies. Terry Clyde Sherman says, finish my Slabway. You got it, Terry Clyde Sherman. All right, Terry Clyde Sherman. Let's see. Here he is. I actually own some Disney stocks because my theory is that one day Disney will be very profitable, but maybe not right now. And as a result of them not being as profitable right now, their stock value might be down. So, from August, let me go grab it. It's probably in this box. He said it's a PSA 9 Mewtwo. Haha! Beautiful. All right. Did you take $30 off the Slabway? Yes. Hold on. I looked at it and it showed that it had 30 off. I felt like I did. There we go. All right, let me delete this. Okay. Nathan Gordon. It says here you went from 250 to 220, and before that you went from 310 to 250. The ray gun stuff is better to the left. The ray gun stuff is better left to the memes. Don't bother with the actual footage. So let me go to this backup channel just in case. Where's my backup channel? Here it is. Backup channel. Let me expand this. Yes, your slab in fact was updated. All right, and speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and create a new backup. There we go. The reason we have that backups channel is precisely for what we just did, is to make sure that we understand everything in there. Okay, we're going to go to the Slabway backup channel and post this today. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Next up, we got Joshua Wagner, 5 packs of Hidden Trials and shipping. You got it. We got 4, bruh. Oh, and another box right here. Perfect. Top 10 Stinky Poopies. There is a Rachel Gunn card out now. They even put the kangaroo pose on the back. She should be selling that. If she was smart, she should sell merchandise of herself. She should get on YouTube, realize that whether it's negative attention or positive attention, it's attention. And then she should have made like a Pokemon of herself as a kangaroo or something. You know, doing the kangaroo pose. And if she had created a website that sold that very rapidly at like $25 per card, and then had maybe like a Chinese manufacturer actually generate the card over and over again and drop ship it, she could be becoming like close to a millionaire right now. Who knows? I mean, she's what the world talked about for, or at least all of America talked about her for a while. I'm sure Australia and Canada talked about her too. So yeah, I mean, you got to capitalize on that. If you're suddenly the thing that the whole world's talking about, you got to sell merchandise. That's what that Hawk Tua girl was doing. She was selling that Hawk Tua cap, and that makes her very smart, man. Everybody who has that scenario play out, you got to take advantage of it. Here's Shelky. She gonna make millions with the interviews. Oh, we got Noelle. She could make that on top of what she's making selling the merchandise. She could even just make something as simple as a shirt with her in her funny poses. And if somebody else tries to sell merchandise for her, she could say, hey, I own the rights to my own dancing. You can't do that. You're going to have to stop selling that, cease and desist. Something like that. I don't know if I would really bother going through all that trouble, but what I would do is I'd say, hey, here's the authentic stuff produced by me, buy from me. Joshua Wagner. All right, Josh. Ooh, yeah. Mister should make his next video with the Hawk Tua shirt on. Nah, dude, I think her 15 minutes of fame are wrapping up neatly at this point. Oh, man, what a nice night. It is 3 a.m. in the morning. We are out of orders. Send those orders in. Let's take a look. We've got this 6 giveaway. You got to type in 6 to be part of this giveaway. It's 1 free blister pack of 3 booster packs. Nice, busy Saturday night. Can't believe we missed the Friday night stream. It's so sad when you think about it. Really sad. But I'm glad you guys are here with me, hanging out. We got 150 viewers. It's nice to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon this happy Saturday. We talked about a lot of subjects. We talked about Kamala's economic package. My thoughts are that I felt that it will create more inflation. We talked about ray gun. We talked about badminton. We talked about... what all did we talk about? We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about CT scanning. We talked about cloning ourselves. Yeah, maybe we should create a list every night of everything we talked about. How funny would that be? I bet her mom was proud of her spit on that thing. I seen she was at a concert and they presented her and no one cheered. Oh, yeah, that's weird, isn't it? That would make me really uncomfortable. I'd be like, ooh. Vance stained my couch again. I think Vance is proving to be a very difficult choice for Donald Trump. I think that it's putting his whole presidency candidacy at risk. He could lose just because he chose J.D. Vance. He should, my opinion, and I feel strongly about this, just should have gone with Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is great. He speaks from the heart. He's a Catholic. He's Latino. He seems like a very wholesome person, which is a good counteract to Donald Trump, who does not seem like that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Could have just gone with Marco Rubio. I can't believe he didn't choose Marco Rubio. And, he went with the unknown J.D. Vance. I think it's because Trump felt too confident. I think he felt, after the failed assassination, I think Trump felt super confident he was definitely going to win. And so he said, you know what? I'm going to go with the luxury choice. I'm going to go with the J.D. Vance luxury choice. Nah, I should have gone with the Marco Rubio. But they're going to have a vice president debate in October, I believe. And so we'll see how well he spars against the other guy, Waltz or something like that. And both of them are pretty well unknown. So I don't know. What did Vance do? He definitely had sex with the couch, according to his book. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the stream with your friends. We're getting close to the 90K. Oh, we're getting so close, guys. JD Vance, dude literally put the difficulty on hard instead of easy. I don't know, dude. He just has a bit of an odd look, doesn't he? You look at him and you think, I don't know if I'd want to leave my kids in the room with them. He has a bit of a look like that. I don't know how to describe it. 6 corrupted, 1 more PokeBruh for the road. You got it. Miss 6. 1 more PokeBruh. All right, PokeBruh. Here's Ampharos, Talonflame, Zacian, Zamazenta, and Surfing Pikachu. So that is what's known as a cold pack. That is a cold pack, a pack of cold ones. All right? All right. We have cold packs in the PokeBruhs now. Cold packs and hot packs is a thing. There you go. It's an experiment. I don't know how well it will be liked, but it is an experiment. People mentioned that one of the things they didn't like about the PokeBruhs is they didn't have like enough chase pulls, I suppose. Pulls that made you feel like you were really going after something. The Waltz guy's wild too. The fake story about him drinking horse blank was making the rounds. Vance still better than the Democrat lying soldier. Yeah, that's not a great look to claim that you were like at war, but you never were. Just the fact that you never went at all seems so like unremarkable. You're like, all right, you didn't even go. The only way I'd leave my kids with J.D. Vance is if Chris Hansen had a camera crew and was there. Here's Mr. Faulkner Skarmory. I wouldn't leave my couch around J.D. Vance. He's just got that look. J.D. Vance has got that look like you can't trust him around your couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't want my couch to be traumatized by some couch predator, right? So, we're going to hold off on the TCC giveaway for the moment because we got the 6 giveaway. So we're going to rotate a different slab now. We got Smoochum showing off her booty cheeks. Vance still better. Already read that. Yeah. I think that Trump's probably regretting his choice strongly. Also, I don't think Trump's really figured out how to go after Kamala Harris at all. It's really fascinating because with Joe Biden, Trump was always really crap-talking Joe Biden, and it was sort of like super easy for him to do that because, I mean, let's be honest, Joe Biden really was somebody in mental decline. Now, Trump's just got a regular candidate to go after, and although she was not very popular during the Democrat primaries, she's just a regular person now, and he's got to go after her, and I don't think he knows what to do. I think he's a little more confused about it. Yeah, I think he had a really good thing going with Biden, right? And now that's over. So yeah, it's like he's having to pivot. All right, what we got next? Here's Joseph Adalizzi, $100 to my Slabway. Joseph Adalizzi. He doesn't know what to do. PSA 10 Neo Genesis booster going down to $880. Nice. We're actually also hosting a break on that right now. So here's the break for the same price. Mr. Adalizzi, you could jump in here for $25 and have a chance to pull an entire one for $40. Kamala isn't regular law. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you're right. I would argue she's got some faults too. Like, her history of having had sex to get into politics is very weird. And she doesn't talk very well in interviews. None of the ones I've seen. So, but she's not Joe Biden. Joe Biden is like, he was like the crypt keeper, right? He was really, really bad. So it was such an easy punching bag to go after him. And yeah, I don't know. I think Donald Trump is flailing right now. I really do. I think he's struggling. It's all going to come down to the debates. And I'm going to be watching those debates. I am hungry for some debates, man. I really enjoy political debate. So I really want to see what it looks like when they come out and how well it goes. So, Joseph, let's get you that PokeBruh. Don't forget my PokeBruh. Oh, I didn't forget. I would never. What we got here for Joseph Adalizzi? Surfing Pikachu. Oops. Pikachu. Charizard. Armored Mewtwo. And Gengar. That's pretty cool. I get it. So there was one cold pack, one hot pack. And in the past, I might have had to split these cards up, like 2 in here and 2 in there, like that, right? But because there was a cold pack preceding this, they all get crammed into one pack, and it feels like a pretty good $20 booster pack. Wouldn't you agree? All right. Wait, we get more money for our little tax break under Kamala? Damn it, I'm in. There we go. We get probably more inflation is what I'm betting. So, Joseph Adalizzi. All right, what we got? I'm in. Both parties are starting to sound a little bit like Santa Claus. No taxes on tips. Why not? I'm about to restructure my business so that you pay the base price for the pack and the premium is a tip so that I don't have to pay any taxes. I'll say, if you want me to open it, you got to have to tip me. Inflation isn't so bad to people with money. Yeah, well, to people who already own stuff, correct? If you already own a house, if you already own gold, if you already own even Pokemon cards, if you already own, I don't know, like oil or something like that. I don't know, whatever real thing you could park money into. But yeah, inflation's a disaster for young people. Young people especially get killed by inflation because they're going to come out of college or whatever, and the cost of homes is going to be astronomical. And the wages won't keep up with the inflation. And the cost of anything is going to be astronomical. And that's the hardest point in life to start building wealth is when you're young. So all the inflation is going to eat up all your wealth. So it's really a tax on young people. And inflation can typically benefit most of all the aristocracy, people who are already in a powerful, wealthy position, who own stuff rather than, cash rather than an income. They own stuff. They own assets. They don't own an income at like Papa John's. They've already got stuff. So they don't care about inflation at all. In fact, in some ways, inflation is very good for the wealthy producing class because sometimes that money is being printed up to buy more stuff. So if you're Papa John's, the Papa John's owner, and you already own the company and the means of production and all that other crappy word, that language, the verbiage, when everyone receives free money, they buy more pizzas. So your sales go up for a while. And then what do you do with that money? You take it and you buy gold or some other thing. Right, so you park it somewhere that is anti-inflationary, which could be hard to determine. But you park it somewhere, maybe fine art. Maybe you just buy stuff, right? You don't leave the money in cash. You buy stuff with it, and stuff that's considered an appreciating asset rather than a consumable. And then you win. You win. The people at the bottom lose, and you win because you're Papa John's, the Papa John's owner, not Papa John's, the Papa John's worker. The worker who loses because his income doesn't keep up with the rising cost of things. Inflation makes debt go down, borrow and buy assets, and pay less for them under inflation. Right, exactly. So if you're a big corporation with billions and billions of dollars of debt, and the value of the dollar goes down, well, then the value of your debt goes down. So if you have let's say $10 billion of corporate debt, but the dollar value cuts in half. Well, $10 billion is worth about $5 billion of debt now. It's just it won't be represented that way, but it basically means the value of that debt has gone down. That's good for people who have lots of valuable debt. Valuable debt would be like debt you have in homes or whatever other appreciating or productive asset that you used your debt money on to purchase, to acquire. So yeah, people with debt love inflation. They go, oh good, the dollar's not worth as much anymore. I'm glad I borrowed it back when it was valuable to buy stuff, because now it's not valuable. Here's Jack Gray, 1 Shrouded Fable and 1 Holo Shuffle. What's up, Jack? All right. Pizza Hut number 1. Yeah, I like Pizza Hut. No major card maker is going to make them. It was a smaller group called Next Generation. What? Just packed a Zyn. I'm locked into the stream. What's a Zyn? I heard Zyn's like nicotine, right? Is it still going to be like bad for your teeth or something? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Flipping it around. Ready? Ba-doink. All right, that's a cold Holo Shuffle. Shrouded Fable. Domino's? I don't like Domino's. I like Papa John's better than I like Domino's. And I like Pizza Hut better than both Papa John's and Domino's. Pizza Hut is number 1 for me. Here's Dust Noir. Pheasantipity. Whoa. Only problem with Pizza Hut is so damn greasy, dude. It is greasy. It is greasy as hell. Zyn is like chewing tobacco, but for hippies. Oh, is it? All right, let's see. By the way, I did go out to eat today. I went to Golden Corral. Oh, man. I had to drive to another town to get Golden Corral. We're really close to Springfield, so we just drove into Springfield. And it's so good, man. Golden Corral is the number 1 restaurant. Our receipt, we had 1 drink, 1 water, and then 2 adult buffets, and it was $42. That was the total cost, all of it. And with that, I got 4 gigantic steaks. I had steaks and potato. That's all I get, really. I just get the steak and potato. There was a little bit of fried fish, maybe. Maybe there's a little bit of fried chicken. I was stuffed, man. I was like, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna engorge myself because I don't get to eat here enough. We used to have a Golden Corral. It shut down for some reason. And yeah, it is so good. That is the best value. In my opinion, it's like better than fast food. Because I've never felt sick after eating Golden Corral. I feel great right now, in fact. I feel well fed. When you eat fast food, let's say you ate McDonald's. Let's say you ate a lot of McDonald's. What a mistake. Because you're going to feel like garbage afterwards. Same with Taco Bell. You eat a lot of Taco Bell, you feel like garbage. The more of it you eat, the worse you feel. But somehow those companies, their prices for their food gets up to like $27 for 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Taco Bell can be worse than that. Taco Bell can go all the way up into the 30s easily. So if you're feeding 2 people at McDonald's or Taco Bell, you easily break into the 20s and almost the 30s. But Taco Bell is probably the 30s because Taco Bell, unless you're eating nothing but bean burritos, they get really expensive. Taco Bell gets expensive. And to imagine that you can sit down for a full meal, like a full dinner meal, steak, mashed potato, and it's like good tasting steak, and it's done instantly. Like you just sit down, it's already ready to go. You don't have to wait like for 30 minutes to eat, like most restaurants, Longhorn Steakhouse. You just sit down, you walk over, I want a medium steak. The guy's got these giant, well-seasoned steaks, grilling on with the charbroil in there, all that stuff. Oh my God. And you get all this fine selection of vegetables to pair with it. Vegetables, a little mashed potatoes, a little steak. It's just incredible. $40. That's $20 each for all you can eat steak. Nobody does that anywhere. It's the best restaurant. It's the number 1 restaurant without a doubt. And I've eaten a lot of fancy restaurants now. I'm 35 now. I've eaten all kinds of places. I for whatever reason, not only is Golden Corral the most affordable, it's like the best tasting somehow. They got a really good recipe. Taco Bell is the cheapest fast food. I disagree. Their plain tacos expensive. Their bean burritos expensive. It's like $2 for a bean burrito now, isn't it? Isn't it like $2.15 or something like that for a bean burrito? Taco Bell used to be affordable. It used to be like $1 for those things. And McDonald's is kind of the same way. Like you could get like a McDouble or something like that, I suppose. And yeah, it's all expensive. We Americans don't eat greens. Me acting like he actually eats. No, I do. I eat. I had a pretty good plate of broccoli. I eat quite a lot of vegetables. I don't mind them. I think they taste good. Here's the tier list of pizza: Costco, 7-Eleven, anything else. I haven't had Costco pizza in a long time. They have like a New York style pizza, don't they? All right, let's see who's next. Do we have any orders? Nobody's in the queue. We need... Oh, wait. Swolby's here. Swolby says $8. What do you want, Swolby? Haha, Golden Corral sucks and is unhealthy to boot. Now, hold on, Chris. I didn't say I went to Golden Corral because it's healthy. But to be honest, I don't even think it's that unhealthy. It depends on what you eat there. So if you're just getting like mashed potatoes, broccoli, and steak, it's no more unhealthy than just mashed potatoes, broccoli, and steak. So first of all, I'm going to challenge you on the unhealthy part. All right. If you go there and you eat like a tub of cheese and ice cream, then yeah, that's unhealthy. But that's because it's what you chose to put on your plate. Right? You could go to Golden Corral and eat nothing but broccoli. Then you would have to argue that it's one of the healthiest places to eat because you're just eating a plate of broccoli and there's nothing else. So it's really about what you put on your own plate. But what else did he say? He said the other thing. He says it sucks, it's unhealthy. So when it comes to Golden Corrals, in my opinion, it really depends on which Golden Corral you go to. If you go to a Golden Corral in a bad part of the city or something like that, and you go in, it's really dirty and everyone's sort of like crowded and just sort of loud, and you know, it's not a pleasant place to eat. So it really depends on where you want to go. You want to go to a nice, clean Golden Corral with maybe a bit more of a posh consumer base. You know what I'm saying? And that changes the experience dramatically. It really does. So where you go out to eat at the Golden Corral matters a lot. You want to go to a place where everyone's got some manners. Okay, I'm not going to try throw shade here, but a guy with carpeted bathroom is exactly the kind of person I picture loving Golden Corral. I can afford to change out my bathroom anytime I want. So I can go put tiles down in the bathroom the first day I moved in. I've got all the cash. I mean, I just spent $8,500 on a booster box of Pokemon cards. And so I could do anything I want. The reason that the carpet stays in the bathroom is because it's a financially more intelligent move to avoid wasting money on the, what do they call that when you change your home up? It would be a waste of money to go in and put all that tile in until we're getting ready to sell the home. All right. So instead, in the meantime, we should be pumping the stock market or pumping whatever we can, because really the tile would just be for our own enjoyment and not the financially smartest move. So the fact that we live on with the gross carpet, and it is gross, the fact that we live on with the gross carpet is a financial decision to strategically invest, and we may change it into tile by the time we go to sell, which we probably will. So there will be changes to the remodeling. There will be remodeling to the home at the time we go to sell. In the meantime, we'll live in more squalor than perhaps is ideal, but we are going to forego the luxury of nice tile so that we can focus on our investments. We're very, very, very focused on investment. We're really tough on it. Bathroom carpet is a strategic investment. If you get tile, make sure to get heated flooring. At least he doesn't watch TV with dead moms. What does that mean? Haha, he was just joking, but he's right. He has a carpet bathroom. That's right. When we bought the house, it was carpet bathroom. You know, we did like rug doctor on it, so that's all I could say. I mean, you could lay like, even with the carpeted bathroom, you can lay down like a mat, which is what we do. We got like mats. We rug doctored it. It is weird and it's a bit gross. We got a bunch of towels and carpets on the floor, and we do that so that no water can seep into the actual existing carpet. We're going to tear that all up and do tile, though. You guys realize that. Before we leave, we'll remodel this house. We got it for $600. And by the way, what does Swolby want? Did Swolby say what he wanted? We're waiting on Swolby. Where's Swolby? He sent me $8. Swolby. 1 Carddass Nike, 2 Raging Surf. All right, 2 Raging Surf. We're waiting on him, and I didn't even see that he answered. So when it's time to sell the home, we're going to remodel it. We're going to take a nice chunk of money and remodel it to be really nice. But in the meantime, we are going to live with it being stinky and pump the stock market, pump the card market, pump the whatever market, pay our houses down, get out of the mortgage. We're going to be refinancing the home soon. When they lower the interest rates, we're going to go for the refinancing, although we're not exactly sure when we should do that. Should we wait for it to continue to fall down? Maybe we do it in December. I don't know the best time to refinance, so I'll probably do a little research on that. We are 100% committed to our investing. We are all about investing. So, Swolby, are you ready? Here goes. Pump the brakes. Invest that towel money. I dry off on it. Blank towels. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Here we go. We've got, Zacian. Lovely. We got a really old kitchen, too. The kitchen is the original kitchen from the 1980s. Wow, that is so cool. Look at that Veltal, guys. Beautiful pull. Okay, here's the Nike cards. These are on the menu at the bottom if you want some sexy girl cards. Here's Blanc. All right. Carddass packs come with 2 cards of very high quality. You can see there's a metallic sheen to them. And let me pick this one up in a nice way. There we go. All right, Tia. Refinancing means you get a lower mortgage payment. Yeah, so what happens is the banks gain access to cheaper money. They gain access to money at a lower interest rate. And as a result of this, they offer to pay out your current mortgage and loan you money at a lower rate. Okay? So if the mortgage rates fall to, let's say, 5.5%, and I'm stuck right now at 6.9%, well, if I can refinance to 5.5, that's huge. Because every year that goes by, you owe 6.9% on the totality of the remaining loan, right? That's how it works. It's averaged over the months or whatever. So refinancing into lower interest is a very important move, and we hope to do that and just get that lower interest rates, and that should lower our mortgage fees, but also it should lower our total costs spent on the homes over time. This house that we're in right now, this is the only one that needs refinancing, really. So we'll be, because we paid a high interest rate to acquire it. The ceiling isn't carpeted like the rest, but I'll manage. Ugh. Regardless of what the Fed does, mortgage rates might not come down for a while. Oh no, they already are. Mortgage rates are already coming down. It was reported that mortgage rates are starting to fall. We are, but I see what you're saying. But I think they will come down. I suspect they will. I also suspect the Federal Reserve will probably lower interest rates. We are. Who knows? Yeah, it's all betting, but we're just kind of waiting for it. When we bought the house, we knew the interest rate was going to be high, but we got the house at an unusually good price. So the goal is to make money when it's time to sell the house. We're going to flip it. Stephen Coulson, shipping for my cards and slabs. You got it, Mr. Stephen? All right, Stephen needs some shipping. Let's get it. Was the carpet green before or after you moved in? Here we are. The carpet was a nice brown color. Okay. And if you lift the carpet, it's got a nice black color on the floor. A nice foamy black color. Just got to pay closing costs again when refinancing. Yeah, sure. True, that's probably a fair point. But considering it's such a large loan, it's probably worth it. All right, Steven. Yeah, this house that we're in, it's a $650,000 lake house. We believe the real value of the home is closer to about $800,000 to $900,000, and it was sold very quickly by the children who inherited it from a mother who passed away. And they don't live here in Missouri; they live in another place. So they just wanted to get rid of it. We snatched the house up before anyone else could make an offer. We got it for $650,000. It actually comes with the second house lot, and it's a lake lot. That single lake lot by itself might be worth about $75,000 all by itself. They just sold it together as a package, and it was really, we were really fast to snatch this one up. All right, Steven Brown. Oh God, it's all the poop particles. We think we did extremely well on this property, but all the money is stuck in the home. We have to actually sell it to realize our gains. We've thought about renting it. We're not so sure about renting it. We've been having our experience renting out the other lake house, and it's just been okay. We're not sure if we're the landlord type. All right, let's print this up. Wow, is this really going to cost that much to ship it? Hold on. How are we shipping this? Wow, man. This is really expensive to ship you for some reason. Mortgage rates being as low as they were was actually a fluke. Yeah, I agree. It's fake, isn't it? It's fake. How can the stock market have a average return of 7% and then mortgage rates fall to like 3%? It just doesn't make any sense. Because everyone's going to refinance during that time period. So yeah, it was a massive injection of money into the hands of people who were already wealthy. That's what it was. It was a wealth transfer. That's the money that the government gives the wealthy, but then they tax everybody, and the inflation hits everybody. So it was a tax on all Americans, but it benefited most of all. It benefited the wealthy. Octavio Melendres with an O. All right, Mr. Octavio. So he says $40 toward his Slabway. You got it, man. 3% mortgage rate has only accounted for around 3 to 4% of the entire time mortgages has been recorded in the U.S. history. They were like 12% in 1980. Yes. All right, let's see. So Octavio Melendres. He sent me $40. This goes down to $90 remaining. There you go, $90. But, you know, honestly, I do think they're going to fall. I really do, because it's just like, it's just that kind of market where it feels like we're in a sort of system of constant borrowing. You know what I mean? There's a high degree of borrowing. And so I just feel like that's our system right now, you know? Like, there's not a lot of savers, there's a lot of borrowers. And they're going to keep those interest rates low, because if the borrowing slowed down too much, I think it would really look like the economy's crashing. Even decimal points in an asset that large is a lot. Remember what happened day before 9/11? Mistress, the Metazoo hot. I want to see that Hello Kitty. It's sure hot. It's very hot. Next up, we've got Jennifer Yap, 10 hidden trials. Jen, what's up, Jen? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da! Feed him apples. Ready? So let's snip this. Snip. All right. And snipping this. Snip. The government wants to push those interest rates down to make the economy look good. They want that. And for the economy to look good, the money has to be cheap so companies can borrow a lot of money. That's my opinion. It's kind of like, you know, I think it's a sign of how bad the economy actually really is, that it relies on so much money borrowing. Estinian. I think the carpeted bathroom to hide the chalk outlines from the police. Here's Weiss and Young something. The Treasury announced they lost trillions of dollars. Uh-oh. Was it the Treasury or was it the CIA? Here's Red Mage. Here's Mog. Tataru. If, let's say I have 20K to invest, would you deem One Piece and Pokemon to be good investments in the long term? I mean, I just bought an $8,500 booster box, and that's just my regular, you know, buying habit. That wasn't like a rare one-time thing. So you're asking, you know, if you're asking what you should invest in, you're asking a very, let's call me a biased guy, because my answer is going to be yeah. And I don't know so much about One Piece. One Piece is more an experiment right now. We don't really know what One Piece will do over time. But Pokemon, yes. Pokemon, I'm all in. So that's why I bought that box. It's sitting in my closet now. And I'll be looking for another one of those boxes to break. So the moment I find a second one of those boxes, I'll be able to break it. Although I could do the other thing where I get 2 of them before breaking it, because I do that sometimes if I really like a set. There we go. The booster box is worth more than its cart. Well, what I could have done is I could have bought $8,500 of Bitcoin. I could have bought $8,500 of stocks, but I went with $8,500 of Pokemon cards. And that's because I'm a Pokemon card guy. That's my thing. You know, I like Pokemon cards. I know that the boxes are getting opened up all the time by guys like PokeRev. PokeRev's got to constantly have content. So does Leonhardt. And they're gonna have to pay for their content. They're gonna have to pay for their, you know, if they want to keep opening these rare booster boxes and stuff, they're gonna have to start paying a lot more money, which they will because they can afford it. There you go. 8,800 in bathroom floor tile. Yeah, it could have been 8.8K in bathroom floor tiles. He says, I'm not young, I'm late 30s. Hold on, let me change this music. How about this one? All right. Whew. Next up, we got Hathim. 5 hidden trials for Mr. Hathim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! Main Heart looks muted. His videos look bad now. Keeping by with a decent job. Nice, dude. Yeah, if I had $20,000, what I consider Pokemon cards, it's like, you know, your local financial advisor would tell you to give it to them so they can put it into a mutual fund in the stock market. And that's maybe the most conservative move you can make with it. And if you do that, you should make 7% on average. That's the historical average return in the stock market. But I like to buy Pokemon cards because I feel like they sometimes do much better than 7%. Like that Dragonite I'm selling, I bought for 1.6 or something like that, right? And now it's being sold for 6.7 or something like that, right? that occurred in only 5 years, or was it 4 years? That occurred within 4 years. So to me, that's a better, that Dragonite ended up being a better investment than the stock market. And does that happen with all Pokemon cards? It does not. So you have to somehow have this either luck or like good understanding of what you need to be putting into your little card collection because it's undervalued or overvalued. Here's a Dell. Ooh, look at that Adele. Beautiful, man. All right. Here's a Stola. PokeBruh looks evil and he is always yelling. What are you talking about? Adele is a good pull. Nice, dude. At them picking up Adele. All right. There you go. The poker decks have done astoundingly well for me. It's shocking how well the poker decks have done. But yeah, I mean, maybe there's going to be a Team Rocket set coming out soon. Maybe you buy a case of Team Rocket. $700, $800, you put in your closet, you just leave it alone for 10 years, see what it does. Who knows? But, you know, if enough people do that, it won't do very well. But, yeah, I mean, you give it a try. Collectibles is a speculative market. And you have to have, in my opinion, you have to have a pretty good knowledge of what's going on in that market. All right, so we got Roger Gray with the Hello Kitty Metazoos. Where my Hello Kitties at? Where'd I put them? I moved everything around. Hello Kitty. I don't see them. I don't see what I did with the Hello Kitties. Well, that's inconvenient. Actually, I do remember handling them. Where did I place them? I felt like what I did was I grabbed them and I put them in a different container. One Piece, Pokemon. Alright, bear with me. I might have to just go get a new box of them. Yeah. God, I'm dumb. What I did was I cleaned this whole area up and I got rid of a lot of stuff. Like, oh, you know what? I bet it's in one of these boxes for sure, isn't it? Hold on. It's got to be in one of these boxes. That's where I would have put it. That makes the most sense. Oh, and there they are. I found them. I got them. He said 10 of the Hello Kitties. I have a case of Paldea Evolved because Magikarp is only respectable Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you don't have to just buy Paldea Evolved, a case of Paldea Evolved. You could have bought the Magikarp. Because let's say you had a fear that the Magikarp was going to not do well. Like the Magikarp itself would not go up in value. If you really believe the Magikarp won't go up in value, why would you buy the case? Because the case and the slab are connected to each other. Here we are. All right. Snipping this. All right. I could understand a card shop getting the cases to sell through right now because it's a good gamble, but a gamble is not the same as an investment. So people will gamble on pulling the fish. There we go. All right. Okay. Magikarp is life. Yeah, he's pretty good. All right, Roger Gray. Only keep the Hello Kitty foils. Okay, you don't want the other stinky Pokemon. Well, here, let me give you the non-holos too then. All right, so you don't want this guy. Or this guy. All right, here's this. Here's this. Okay. That's a good one. Hello Kitty, get out here. Ha, people are stupid. Don't buy anything older than XY era as an investment. Personally, I wouldn't do anything older than black and white with the exception. Are you telling people to stay away from old cards? I mean, that's what's performed extremely well for me. What's your advice based off of? There we are. All right. Like, did you mean to say only buy stuff older than XYZ? Is that what you're trying to say? Or did you say it backwards? All right, look at this. That's a good card right there. I mistyped. Oh, he's saying don't buy anything newer than XY. No, I mean, I don't agree with that either. Sun and Moon has been amazing. Sun and Moon has made me a lot of money. I had multiple cases of Cosmic Eclipse, and they went to like $1,000 a box. I mean, when I was acquiring them, they were like $100 a box. So, I mean, and they're still going up because people love Cosmic. So, Sun and Moons are really cool. Then you got Scarlet Violet. Scarlet Violet has Evolving Skies. That's one of the best performing boxes that I've owned in the last year. So, you know, I just got to disagree. It really is a more complex thing than this era, that era. Yeah, what we got? It's cute. Aw, this one's so cute. I like this one a lot. There you go. Hey, mister, did you check if my shipment was sent out in the end? I did. It was not sent out. What happened was there's 2 labels, and we don't know which one is the wrong label. So she wasn't able to ship it on Friday in time to get it out. And so it will be shipped out on Monday. I apologize for the delay, dude. I didn't mean to do the delay on it, but yes, we got to make sure that the correct label is used. We can't use the canceled. Remember, one label was canceled. And so what I have to do is I have to go into my software and look up, like, there's an identification number for each label. And once we got that ID number down, I just ripped the bad one in half, and Alexis ships with the good label. That's what happens. So that's where we're at. Your package will definitely ship out on Monday, 100%. But yeah, I apologize for the delay. Here we are. All right. I regret not buying more Cosmic Eclipse. It was 120 all day, every day. Yeah, it was pretty cheap at the start. And that's how the story goes for a lot of stuff that went up in value. Nobody really realizes when something's about to go up in values. It's all, you know, just test it and see how it goes. Glad I checked. Thanks for the update. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Nothing's lost. That's the good news. So the item's actually here, and it's just waiting to go out. You know, the bad news would have been something like, oh, we did ship it. We don't know why it's not updating, and maybe they lost. No. It's still over here. And it's just that there's 2 labels associated with it, and we didn't want to accidentally ship it with the wrong label. Roger Gray. All right, Mr. Roger. But the weekend showed up, and so we weren't able to get it out because there's no mail pickup until Monday. Got a coworker who loves Hello Kitty. Well, they're going to love those Hello Kitties. I picked out the nice non-haulers, too. All right, cool, man. We have nobody in the queue, by the way, if you guys want to open anything else tonight and keep the fun going. But let's go ahead and give out more spots over here in the 6th giveaway. All right, you ready? So to participate, all you got to do is type in 6. That's all you got to do. Roll it. All right, we got Shinobi. He gets into a lot of these. Okay. Octane. All right. Grim Reaper. All right. Nintixo. All right. Swolby. Okay, there we go. We got 10 people in for the night so far. It is 3:36 in the morning. I got like an itchy finger here. I get like bit by a mosquito. Just buy PSA slabs if you're investing. Look for anything under 500 pop, older than 5 years. Well, you know, the Moonbryon used to cost $800, and last time I checked, he's like $1,200, right? So he is a card that's insanely high pop, and he still went up in value. Although I don't know what he'll do now. But again, it's really hard to know what to do next in the market. It's just like the stock market. Like you can say, well, Google looks like it's got good fundamentals and blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden, you know, some report comes out that says Google's a monopoly. So it's, and then again, I don't even think Google was hurt that much by that. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say exactly what the next thing is to buy. What you could do is you could buy like a spread of everything that looks good. You could buy, you know, oh, this case looks like it's got a Charizard in it. You just get a case of Charizard. You could buy a nice Charizard, although you'd probably be buying them at the top of the market because Charizard's always at his top price. You could experiment with weird stuff. There's like the poker cards, the tops cards. That's what I like to do. I like weird stuff. I'm all into the weird stuff. I think the reason I'm into weird stuff is because there's a lot of learning to do on those. And so I think when there's a lot of learning, there's typically also some price discovery. And the other thing I like to do is if there's a product that's real popular on my channel, I like to stock up on that product so that we have plenty of it. Spruce, what are you doing, man? Dude, stop spamming mods. Isn't Spruce Moose like one of our regulars? What are you doing there, Spruce Moose? All right. I recognize him. Spruce Moose. Mr. Are you and Cool Trainer Ryan bros? I hardly think so. He was really upset with me when I didn't allow PokeRev to use my content without permission. So he's bros with PokeRev, and so as a result of that, he's not bros with me. I don't hate him. I don't even know him. But he was very mad at me when I told PokeRev, hey, you have to put a lower thirds of me on the video if you're going to use my content. And so that I would bet he doesn't like me. All right. PokeRev is Mifter's biggest fan. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm not that much into drama. I've never been a drama channel. We're not a drama channel. We're not interested in that. This is a Pokemon card shop. That's what it really is. And we're very focused on Pokemon cards. I don't even mind PokeRev. I thought it was cool when he used my content. All he had to do was just properly credit me. That's all he had to do. And, you know, and I'm going to ask for that each time. It doesn't matter who uses my content. Anyone's welcome to use my content. It can be PokeRev, Leonhard, whoever wants to use it. I don't care. Just properly credit me. That's the only thing I care about. And then after that, we're all good. I really don't mind. Every time I go to the potty, the spammer bots come in. I'm focused on 6. Simp. So it's 3:40, and I don't see any orders in the queue. What do you guys think? Wrap up here? 3.5 hour stream? PokeRev is very well manicured man. That's all I have to say. PokeRev is okay. I don't mind him. I don't hate him. You know, we got in a bit of a. It wasn't really even, you know, the way it was kind of going. He and I weren't really fighting. You know, like we weren't yelling at each other. What happened was other people started making videos when I mentioned in one of my walking streams that, you know, I basically challenged his usage of my content. And that made it into his own video. And then PokeRev came out and kind of publicly vented his frustration. He said, I wanted my name shouted from the rooftops. It's just not true. I just want, you know, if you're going to use my content, have my name on the screen when you use my content. I didn't tell him he had to shout my name out. I didn't say anything like that. And, you know, in my defense. And I think, you know, people should know that. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. It was the #1 clip on the video, and it's a pretty rare clip. I think it's the only, to this day, it's still the only video of first edition Dark Dragonite no holo error. So it's a pretty valuable clip in my opinion. And yeah, I just want my name on the screen when you use it. That's it. People should know who pulled it. I pulled it. I want people to know that. It's cool. I want a little, it's bragging rights, right? There's nothing unusual about my request. But people love PokeRev so much, they got very offended by me doing that. And it's like, dude, he's going to be okay. Content creators, it's okay for content creators to ask really, really, really big content creators for credit for the content. And I kind of knew that I was going to get dogpiled. I felt it coming because it happened to me before on the other channel, the TheCardconomist channel. That kind of stuff had happened before. And, you know, I wasn't about to change opinions either. I was like, I already know how I feel about it. And there's no social pressure that's going to get me to change my mind at this point. Social pressure can be really wild, man. Social pressure is a scary thing. If you're just starting out as a YouTuber, you have to, like, learn to deal with the social pressure. PokeRev only commented in a drama YouTuber's video. Guy legit just stole content and got caught. Yeah, I wouldn't call... Well, I mean... It's not really like stealing, but it's kind of like he didn't ask permission. And again, when he actually released the video, they had zero documentation of whose content it was. It wasn't immediately obvious whose content it was either. And then when I mentioned it to him, he's like, oh, sorry about that, bro. And he says, normally we add people to this description, but I kind of reached back to him. I was like, description's not good enough. I said, people don't look at the description. Like, what percentage of people actually stop and read the description? And actually, when you clicked on it and looked, it was just a jumble of, like, links. It didn't actually help you understand whose stuff was whose. You'd have to click on all the links. And so I said, it's got to be, you know, what I'd really like is for my name to be on the screen, is what I told him. And he just didn't respond. And so that's how it went. Oh, let's see. All right, we did get an order from David Ballard. TCC and PokeRev, next boxing match. Here's David Ballard, evening, mister. Let's get 5 celebrations. All right, here we are. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I had people who came to me and they're like, you're so stupid. You're going to get so many views from that. I was like, I don't even need the views. That video has 500,000 views. The Dark Dragonite error poll is like almost at 600,000 views. It doesn't need any help. all it really does is gives him a chance to slap his name on it and, you know, compete in the keyword algorithm for a pull he never made. Which is, again, it's totally fine. It's just, please put my name on the screen at least. Which I think he started doing that. Because I think after the big confrontation, I think he started doing that. Because I think he realized that's just good policy. There's nothing wrong with it. It makes people happy to see their name on the screen when he uses their content. It's just good policy. It's not selfish. It's someone else's content. It's someone else's content. But yeah, there were a lot of guys who dogpiled me right away for that. And I thought that it was not well thought out. Ooh, Gold Star Umbreon for David Ballard. Nice, dude. Great snipe. Look at that, guys. Gold Star Umbreon. That's what you're trying to pull in these. That and the Charizard. So that's awesome. How would you get so many views from it if he didn't credit you? Of course. Of course. Yeah, I don't think it's was going to help very much at all. What it was really going to do is earn some money for him because he gets paid, and it was going to put PokeRev Air Dragonite in the algorithm. That's what it would have done. It actually would have competed with my other video. You are Surfing Pikachu. And ta-da! All right, there you go. 1 Gold Star Umbreon. That's a good round, man. David Ballard. Ta-da! Okay. He totally could have used it. You just have to put my name on the screen. Like a lower thirds. Just like what Watch Mojo did, right? Watch Mojo. There's a Watch Mojo video out there with my content in it. And they did that's exactly what they did. They popped my name on the screen for a second. And I was like, cool. Awesome, actually. Ooh, keep those regular halos. You got it. That's for David Ballard. David with the D. To be fair, they were dogging you because there was a rumor you striked his channel. Well, yeah, because I challenged the video. I didn't strike his channel at all, actually. What I did was I did a takedown request. Basically, I used, you can use YouTube to request that the video is taken down, but it's not immediately taken down. There's like this grace period where you and the other creator are supposed to talk back and forth with each other. And so when it was pretty clear he wasn't going to do a proper credit, I was like, all right, takedown request. You know what I mean? Because it's my content and I don't agree for it to be used that way. And if people are dogging me for that, it's like, I don't owe him anything. It's like, that's what I don't get. Like, I get it when people love a particular YouTuber, but he doesn't own everyone's content. What a silly concept. You know, like, it's so wild. Like, you're the most successful multimillionaire content creator just soaking in $1 million of ad revenue. You don't now own everyone else's content. That's ridiculous. So I would have thought that the other content creators would have actually kind of stood up and said, yeah, that's right. If a big content creator wants to use a small content creator's content, they have to ask and they have to credit them. But instead, they all sided with PokeRev, and I know why. It's because as a content creator, you're hoping that he shouts you out. You're hoping to be shouted from the rooftops. You want to be on his good side. So there's this sort of, you know, ass-kissing concept to it, and it's really silly to watch. Especially, you know, from my perspective, it's really silly to watch. It's like, you guys are more like me than you are like him. You're not about to join his little friend group. He doesn't look at you like somebody who's going to join his friend group. Your audience and my audience are more similar to each other than his audience, right? His audience is like a, you know, right, a totally different group. So it's like, you're going to dog me. You should be on my side. We should be on the same team in this situation. You know, you can't have big content creators just farming everyone else's content with no credit. It's silly. Especially when you pull them aside and say, hey, you got to give me credit for this. No. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not like it was just a misunderstanding. At some point, he understood I wanted credit. So, you know, that was what was going on. If he had made fun of the video, it would be for use under parody and satire. Fair use. Well, yeah, and I think I agree with you. I think if he was criticizing the work or ridiculing the work, it would have fallen under fair use. But, you know, even in those scenarios, if you're going to criticize it or if you're going to make fun of it, even in those scenarios, I think he would have explained who it was. You say, hey, look at Cardconomist. He sucks, bro. But then it would have been him shouting my name from the rooftop. My name would have been in the video. So what he really did is just an O-face to my content, and there's really no way to know it was me who pulled it unless you were there or you'd already seen the video that gathered 600,000 views. Or for some reason you just recognized my setup or my voice. So, you know, as a result of that, the problem wasn't that he used the video. The problem was that he didn't credit the video. And you're right, he wasn't actually using it in a fair use manner. He was using it as entertainment, which is exactly what it is. His friend group is just butt kissers hoping to get a slice of the sweet revenue pie. I'm sure there's an element to that, you know. I don't think it's fair to call them all that. They might just genuinely be friends. Every YouTuber ends up making friends. So it's like, you know, they might just like him. But yeah, there's probably some element to that for sure. And I think that probably played out with all the people that jumped to defend him, like as a knee-jerk reaction, rather than really thinking about the discussion and realizing there's two parts, there's two sides to the story. Which side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the side of the guy who already makes $1 million of ad revenue? He gets to have everyone's content. He doesn't have to give them, you know, name recognition for their own content. Or do you want to be on the side of small, you know, content creators who, you know, work hard on their own channels and they don't make nearly the amount of ad revenue he does? And then now they've got a good piece of content and, oh, but that's too bad. It's just for someone else to use and make money. You know, it's kind of crazy to think about. All of it's a bit crazy. So, but it was a small conflict. It could have easily been ended in, oh, yeah, you know what, Cardconomist, that's smart. Why don't we just put everyone's name up on the screen and just do it that way from now on? That's the smart way to do it. And so that would have been a very easy route to take. Putting someone's name on the screen for the editor, it takes like an extra 2 minutes of editing. It really does. You just create, you know, you create an object that pops up on the screen, a text object that moves, a lower third object, and you just type in each person's name when it's their turn. Boom, done. And so it doesn't really take any effort to properly credit people. So the only reason not to credit people is because you don't want to credit people. That's the number one reason. You don't want anyone else's YouTube name up on that screen, just your own. And that is content theft. So if that's how you feel about it, that you don't want other people to be known, but you do want their content without asking first, that is content theft. Now, I'm not saying that's what he did, but maybe that's what he felt about it. I don't know. I can only guess because he didn't continue the conversation. All right. So, guys, it is 3:50. And we have no new orders. Interesting conversation. It's all water under the hill for me at this point. You know, I can talk about it for days, but it's all water under the hill. I don't really care at this point. Ultimately, I like all the other YouTubers. Again, this is not a drama channel. I appreciate everyone's hard work. I know everyone's working on their own channels. And to be honest, you know, he brings in new people into the hobby, and I actually appreciate that. So I like him. I like Leonhardt. I like all of them. And just in the future, probably just ask. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. See you later, everybody. Water under the hill or water under the bridge? Under the faucet. See you later, everybody.